Thank you for getting connected to Amazon customer support. How may I help you?
Oh, I'm just getting started, you fucking idiot. Let's go. What do you got for me today? Good morning, each and everyone. Welcome to the Morning Scam Show. Most weekdays at 7:30 Eastern Time with CJ Scams and TAGOW. Let's get into it. Let's fuck with the criminals on the Morning Scam Show.
Stop calling me. Don't you understand?
That's so funny.
That why are you calling me with the thousands and hundreds of?
You really want me to tell you? You want me to tell you?
Is that you? How you
want me to tell you
that, sir? How you do that? How you do that?
I mean,
please teach me.
You're too funny. You're funny. That's the best phone greeting I've ever heard. Well,
I really want to teach. I really want to learn this type of like harassing someone or disturbing someone. So I have to learn that. I will try this to my friend as well. Please teach me how to do that.
Okay. I don't know if the person in charge can hear me right now, but if he can hear me, maybe he'll jump on and give you a price. Maybe you pay him like $10,000 and he'll teach you how to do it.
$10,000. Have you ever seen $10,000?
Have I what?
No, $10,000 is a huge amount. Please, I have to bargain with you.
Well, I know you have to bargain with me. I know that's coming. But I'm not the one who makes up this program. There's people a lot smarter than me that do it.
I will give you $1,000 to teach me how you do this.
I don't think that's enough for him, though. But listen, you hurt people, though. Why would they give you a tool to hurt people more?
I didn't
you understand?
You. First of all, stop calling me because I have all the line got.
What? Where did he call? Are you Social Security or Amazon today? Who are you?
Guess what? First of all, don't call me because there's lots of call coming out. Okay, stop calling.
It's so funny that you say that. You make me laugh.
All the employees are gone because you are calling too much. All the employees are gone. They
so you want to
shit. I don't.
You want us to? You're so funny. You want us to have sympathy on somebody who hurts people every single day, who has been responsible for millions of people to lose their money. A few of them have killed themselves, and you're sitting over there in Calcutta or Sector 5 or whatever you are, and you're having your life, and you don't care about hurting people, but you want me to feel bad that we keep calling you. Just so I understand. Right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll tell him to stop calling you, okay? I'll try. I'll tell him to stop calling you. I'm sure he can hear me.
Yes. I will stop doing this, right?
When are you going to stop? How long have you been doing this for, though? How long have you been scamming people?
I am just a new guy, sir. I'm just a new guy. I'm facing this kind of shit.
You're funny.
Thanks for calling customer support. This is VJ. How may I help you? Hello.
Is this the right number to call? Listen to me. I want to steal the goddamn White House. Can you help me with that?
What help you need?
I want to steal the goddamn White House, but not with the president in there and all the workers, but just the house, the exact way it is right now. I want to put that house inside my living room. We'll worry about the size dimensions and if it's going to fit later. I just need the manpower. Can you help me?
You just, yeah, definitely. You want to purchase White House, right?
I don't want to purchase it. I want to go there at night, all dressed in black like little crazy ninjas and steal the motherfucker. Me and you and a gang of team, maybe get a Rundy involved. We can lift that thing up and put it in my apartment.
Yeah, I can do one thing. I can just take away your mom and sister and I can just fuck them whole night, you know?
First of all, sir, that's bad math because you just said two things.
Thanks for calling customer support. This is VJ. How may I help you?
Hey, I'm going to keep calling all day until I get a yes. I don't give up. Can we take the White House, all of us take the White House and put it in my apartment tonight? The White House. How great would that be in my apartment? A conversational piece, right?
Yeah, I will fuck your mom and sister whole night, you know?
Yeah, but after that, will you help me steal the White House?
Thank you for calling support. This is James. How can I help you?
James, listen to me. I've talked to a lot of people today, 3 different companies actually. What I want done is I want the White House delivered to my living room. Is that possible, and how much will it cost me? I want the White House in my living room. It's not unheard of. I have high ceilings. Go ahead, please. James?
Well, sir, can you tell me, Yes. Can you tell me, with which order are you having the problem for the delivery?
The White House. I don't have the piece of paper in front of me. I don't know if you have it by email, my first name, last name, how you look it up. But I was expecting the White House to be delivered, and it's not here.
Well, sir, do you have an order number for the item that you're talking about?
Madam, I told you I don't have the order number with me. You should have it. Dean Michael Myers. How many people are going to order the White House? That's the first question. You should be able to just search White House. I got to be the only person in the world who's ever tried this, right? It shouldn't be that hard to find my order. $53,000 order. So, which is a great deal for the White House, by the way. I'm okay with the money, but that's a big order. You don't have a lot of customers paying $53,000, right? Can you find it or not?
Sure, I understand you, but...
Madam, we broke up again.
Your voice is breaking a lot.
Yeah, your phone sucks. My phone is fine. Verizon is the shit in New York City. I use Verizon all the time down here. Sprint is the one that's no good. Verizon's fine. So my understanding is you guys usually say you're breaking up when you don't understand me. Do you understand every single word that I just spoke?
Sir, I'm getting your point, but your voice was breaking in between. So let me do one thing. I'm gonna call you back right on your phone right now. Make sure you answer the phone call. All right?
You promise you're going to call me right back at this number?
Exactly, sir. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, pinky swear. If I don't hear from you in 5 minutes, I'm gonna call right back. Okay?
Sir, I'm gonna call
Madam?
you in next 30
Okay.
minutes.
Yep.
Sure.
All right. Thank you. Yep. Pinky swear.
Goodbye.
All right.
Sure, definitely, sir.
Yep. Call me right back. Good luck.
Thank you for calling support. You're speaking to James. How can I help you today?
James, what's going on over there? What are you doing? Talk to me, James.
Don't you have any work to do, motherfucker?
I
Don't
just call
wanna
you.
talk to
That's
you.
my job. That's my job. I call you. You hang up. I call back. You try to block me. You're too
That's a
stupid
job?
to block me.
That's a job?
That's my job. You'd be surprised.
You know that what is my job? My job is to fuck each and every Americans.
And you do. And you do a good job. But you know what? Now you got me on the phone, and I'm going to make sure you don't do that.
My name is Monica. How can I help you?
Hey, Monica, are you naked right now? What's going on over there? Are they going to have, dip you in mustard and throw salami at you? What kind of things happen in that call center? Go ahead, please. Monica?
Just
Monica,
hold
I
on,
can
sir.
hear you. No, I'm talking to you. Hold on for what? Explain me. What happens to you over there? Do they put mustard all over you and throw bologna at you and cheese? Do they dress up like Bugs Bunny and poke you with sharp carrots? What kind of things are they doing to you, Monica? Monica? Bye, Monica. I'll call you back.
Hello?
Oh, who's this?
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir.
Who are
How
you?
can I help you, sir?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
how
was like,
can I help
I was
Yeah,
talking to Monica. I put the phone in my pocket, and I thought she was done. And all of a sudden, I hear like an Indian woman chirping in my pocket. How are you? How are you doing, madam? Are you okay, madam?
Okay, just hold on, sir.
Hold on again? I keep holding on. What's going on? How many holds do I need to do?
What happened with you, sir?
No, I was trying to see if you guys were okay. I heard all kinds of stories, like they're putting you, dipping you in mustard and throwing bologna at you and cheese at you and bread, and sometimes they'll dress up like Bugs Bunny and hit you with the chiseled point of a fresh carrot. That must hurt getting stabbed with a carrot. No, I just want to make sure you're okay. Are you okay, ma'am? Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, thank you. I was just very concerned.
Okay.
You're not in any kind of pain or danger, and they're not putting mustard on you, right? And they're not making you into a sandwich. They're not making a rundy sandwich out of you. Go ahead, please. I'm here to help.
Okay, what kind of help you, sir? How can
You
I help
tell me what you need. I'm here to help
You're
you.
calling, sir?
Right. Your call center there, I heard that they do crazy things to the rundies. All the way from putting you in mustard and throwing weird stuff at you like sandwich meat to dressing up like Bugs Bunny and hitting you with carrots and just throwing rocks at you and stoning you like a cheating rundy. What goes on over there? I'm here to help. I'm not too far away. I want to help you. Go ahead, please. Rundy? All right. I'm going to go get some cookies. I'm putting the phone in my pocket. If I hear some Indian woman chirping in the background, I'm going to be very upset. I don't need, rundies talking to me from my pocket.
This call is being recorded.
Tell me, what is the problem?
Jesus Christ, who are you now? I already talked to Monica. I talked to another rundy. Now I have a Gandu on the line.
Monica.
You guys don't stop, do you?
Monica, now she's having her lunch, okay?
Are you, what are you doing to that poor
tell me
woman?
What is your
What
problem?
are you doing? What are you doing to
What is your
her?
problem?
Are you pushing her
not
head
poor.
inside the aquarium and
She
making her
is
bop for
very,
apples?
very rich. First of all, she's not poor. Okay?
Who cares? I didn't say anything about. I didn't say anything about poor or rich. Is that what you do?
Okay.
You get beat up to death. You get beat up, and you know you're getting your time wasted. So you
Just
think that's
told
going to
me
insult
what are
me?
you doing with that poor girl. That is why I'm saying
that she's not
poor. Yeah, but come on, man.
Who's poor.
You don't know English too well. I feel like I'm fighting with a third grader. You don't know English too well. There's two types of poor. Poor meaning like she's hurt. Like you feel sorry for her. Not rich or poor.
And
not economic
status. Who
cares
about the English? Who cares about the English? Who cares about the accent? Who cares about it?
I don't care about the accent, but if you want to talk to me, you have to be able to talk like where I understand you. Otherwise, why talk?
I'm able to talk, okay? Can you tell me what do you do by a profession? Can you tell me what do you do by a profession?
What does that matter?
Huh?
Maybe I call scammers.
No.
Maybe I call Indian scammers.
Let's
Maybe somebody pays me for that. You don't know.
Let's
talk. Right.
No problem.
Why? You're a scammer. You're a criminal.
You're getting paid for nothing.
It doesn't matter about pay, though. Are you that stupid?
Do whatever you
want. Are you really that stupid that you think it's all about money? You're hurting people.
What do you want now?
When are you going to realize you hurt people? I want you to stop. What I really want, I can't say because we're live on the radio right now and I have to behave. But I'll tell you what I really want. You know who I am? Like getting flooded, bitch. I will. I'll call you right back.
Again.
Don't even bother hanging up.
Call back.
The only way I'm not getting through is when your number gets shut down, you stupid fuck.
Support, how may I assist you?
Hey, it's me again. You can't get rid of me. I don't know why you guys can't block me. I'm just like one drunk little guy in the bench in New York. Why can't you block me? Are you stupid? You're stupid, aren't you? There you go. Put me on speaker. Let me entertain Calcutta. Welcome to the Morning Scam Show with CJ Scams and TAGOW. Today, a very special recording with NeeP. We get into it with this man. He's got over 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. He's an investigative scambaiter. He's a call flooder. He makes it his personal responsibility to save victims. He risks his life to go to India to confront a call center. You have to check out his channel. Let's listen in. Let's get right into it. It's the Morning Scam Show. NeeP is here.
Hello? Sorry. I was like looking up people's links to post and I wasn't paying attention. Good morning, everyone.
Where the hell is this woman? Do you want to start or do you just want to... I can play the violin again. Took me all night to practice that.
Yeah, that was awesome. Sorry, y'all. Good morning. How's everyone doing today? I told you all I can't watch chat and focus on streaming. I have to focus on one or the other. How are you today, Take?
Good.
Been up since like 3 in the morning. It's about 8 o'clock here, so 5 hours. Almost lunchtime.
Oh, good Lord. Did you get a lot done in those 5 hours?
No. Smoked probably about a pack of cigarettes. Had a Cadbury bar. And studied some Hindi. And then got ready for us.
I wonder what country the scammers are working. I mean, they're probably doing UK scams at 3 a.m., right? Maybe you could pretend to be a Britisher and call some of the UK scams.
I can only work on one language at a time, so I don't want to confuse myself. Otherwise, I'll be saying Hindi words with a British accent.
Yeah. Yeah, I've often said that. Like, a lot of some of my friends watch. Can't remember the name of it. I want to say it's called Acorn or something. It's some kind of like app or network that just has British shows, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I can't understand what they're saying a lot of the time. I'm really sorry to my British friends, but I can't understand, so I don't really watch a lot of British TV. I'm so I'm so sorry. So you got any well, I guess it's only Tuesday. Did you bait it all yesterday? Hello? Hello? Y'all left me on the stream by myself. I guess I'll have to talk.
Oh, no idea. I'm right here.
Oh, okay. Hello.
I didn't go anywhere.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome back. And happy 222
The other
day.
phone. That's weird. What?
Are you having phone issues this morning?
No, it's probably the service.
Oh, okay.
Who knows what goes on with these people?
Happy 222 day today, everyone.
Oh, is today Tuesday already?
Yeah, Acorn Day. Yeah, and it's Acorn TV. That's it. It's 22222.
Exactly.
So I hope everyone has a great Tuesday. Did you hear they were gonna do? All the schools were gonna do some kind of line dance or something today, like a shuffle. Like literally, all the schools around the country are doing some kind of shuffle today at the same time in honor of 22222 Day. Did you hear that?
I never heard of that happening. No, I don't. What channel is that on? I never heard of that.
That's what I read on the news. They're doing like all the schools are gonna go out and do that one. I think it's called maybe the Cuban shuffle. It's like the one that goes to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. That one.
I don't think I need to go watch it now after hearing that. I think you did it justice.
Morning, JP. Welcome.
And I forgot who asked. As far as I know, that's NeeP's original channel, and we'll get into that with NeeP. And I think he does have a second channel, but I'm not sure of that one. But that was his main channel, and it's been there for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, and we actually talk about that today. Yeah, I'm really excited to have NeeP on. He's awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome. He was awesome to talk with. And it's been so long since I've been in Germany.
Yeah.
So it brought back some memories from the 2 days that I was there.
Yeah. Well, that's 2
we talked about important things like German chocolate.
Yeah, we do. For those that don't know, we pre-recorded it because, like Take saying, he lives in Germany, so right now he's at work. So we had to pre-record, but you definitely still want to stick around and listen to it because it was really good. I learned a lot from him.
Yeah, he's cool. He was cool. Definitely, definitely a cool guy. And when I ever go to Germany, hopefully he'll be as knowledgeable about the red light districts there as he is about the Indian call centers. Because I will need a tour guide.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure he can help you.
You can edit that part out, though, right? What I just said, in case my mom tunes in.
Oh yeah, I'll edit that out.
Perfect.
What was I gonna say? I forget what I was gonna say, y'all. But anyway, it's great to have everyone today. I had a pretty interesting bait yesterday. For those that missed it on Twitch, I had a guy, Zelle, tried to use my Zelle to a school. It was a school email. like it was at schools.com. So I was able to Google that. Oh, and also the name didn't match. So the name was, just say John Smith, and the email was like david.jones@schools.com, at a certain school. So I was able to Google both of these. I found out that the email belonged to someone that just a couple years ago was in 8th grade. So I'm assuming that they're around probably 16 years old. And the name, and I typed in the name in the school, and the name belonged to a former teacher that got fired for sexually offending his students. And that's who the scammer is working with to send Zelle money. So that was pretty interesting. So I called the police and I called Zelle and reported the accounts. So hopefully something comes of it.
I mean, I would think the guy's on some kind of probation or registered, some kind of list. I don't know. Did you look into it? I think you were going to look at some offenders lists when we spoke. I mean, it seems like maybe they can't do anything because there's no victim, because there's always that rule. They can do anything they want, but if there's no victim or no crime, but I feel like they should be watching them, and it might be a good tip. Like, did you make any progress with any detectives or anything? Or you haven't gotten that far yet?
So the detective I talked to is passing the case to like the child division or something. But he still said, since you're in a different state and you weren't actually a victim, you know, the same spiel they always tell you. That
so annoying.
That basically they don't, like, they only care if, like, the law was actually broken and blah, 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 blah. So, but I mean, he was going to pass it on to the child division.
Yeah, good.
So
I mean, I would keep following up with that one. I think you're onto something there. That's a major thing.
Yeah, so it definitely seems like this person who has victimized children in the past is still doing it. That's certainly what it seems like to me, you know?
And that's why I keep telling everyone, you have to tune into your Twitch. And that's why there's 65 people there in the middle of the day when there's, you know, some major baiters twitching. And you're always, you're jam-packed in those rooms because you're so patient with these people. And you never know where these things go. You always get this amazing information out of them. It's better than Netflix. It's like true crime. You're watching it in the making. You have to see CJ Scams on Twitch. Just one of the stories. I mean, there's tons of them, and we can probably pursue that one from a couple months ago from Boston. Yeah. I mean, I guarantee you that lady's laundering money. You always stumble upon this stuff.
Right. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. I definitely really enjoy being on Twitch. Would love to have you all join me sometime. And I'm going to have a special... I'm trying to decide if I want to have a bait-a-thon and have several people on with me to bait for my special stream, or just do an interview. Try to get a special interview for the members there. So y'all just... if y'all have any ideas, but I am going to do a special member stream on Twitch. So it'll be fun.
Nice.
But yeah, so that was pretty interesting, about, you know, that's the first time I ever saw one that I verified was a child, but there might have been other children. It's hard to always know by an email address, so. Right, 40, exactly. That I definitely agree. It's messed up, but every time I call the police, that's usually what they tell me, like, well, you weren't actually a victim, blah, blah, blah. It's extremely tempting to almost just want to get scammed out. Like, if I could just get scammed for like $100 and then file a case against people, it would be super tempting, but at the same time, when you do stuff like that, you have to give out your real information, and then you're starting the slope of being being harassed by them in the future or something, It's tempting.
It's so annoying with a lot of these things, and it's the same thing with the call centers that we deal with. I mean, you know, you should be able to be arrested just for posing as a Social Security employee and trying to scam people. But you have to wait till there's a crime, and then you have to actually go find the one person who scammed you. I mean, it's just a mess trying to get people to stop. That's all we want. Just stop.
Yeah. That's a good point, New Moon. I wonder if I should try to work on finding an FBI contact. I mean, there's probably an FBI investigator somewhere in this country that would let me send them all my information. I just need to find them, Maybe I should do some Googling and try to find somebody. Or are they usually completely anonymous? You can't find them. I don't know how it works. But if anyone knows any FBI contacts, send them my way. Especially after talking with NeeP, I feel real inspired to focus on doing more investigations, because that's his thing. And I also really enjoy it as well, like the investigative side. So I want to start focusing on that more. I have this new thing on my VM. I still haven't done it with the scammer. I'm going to try it, but it's not very good because I'm not that good at coding. I was going to ask, I can't code at all. But I made this app where it looks like a survey, and then when they fill it out, it directs into a thing like if you log into your Google Play, you'll be awarded a gift card. And then I have put a keylogger on my VM, so I'm hoping that they'll do the survey, and then they'll want the gift card. I was thinking around $250 because I thought that sounded like like motivation enough to do it, but not enough where it sounds fake, And then hopefully when they log into their Google Play account, I'll get their password and stuff. And then when they go to sleep, I can log into their Google, check their emails and stuff. What do you think? Worth a try, right?
I love it. I mean, anytime you get their real name or location, or can call them, by their name, and a little bit about them because you're looking at their files or their Facebook. I love it. I mean, because they're always giving us the finger, and they're like, well, come get me. Because they know if they get arrested, they're only going to jail for a short time anyway. But it still puts enough fear in them for the moment to be like, okay, they're not messing around. So I always am a big fan of people that do the investigative stuff. I love watching that stuff.
Yeah, and NeeP is definitely the man for that.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Raz. Appreciate that.
Like, I think, I don't know if you saw the new scambaiter video, but he was challenging them, and he was telling them he's going to destroy their system, and the guy stayed on the phone with him and said, well, you can't do anything, because he thought he was talking to an idiot like me, just the average guy making a prank. And then he's like, okay, here we go. And then you hear everybody in the back panicking because all their computers were going down. Just so amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And now even that is a Band-Aid because they're going to redo the systems and get new numbers. But it still puts a damper on their day for a couple hours, and it's a small victory. It still feels good to watch them suffer and realize that they're not invincible, that they're attainable. Because right now they're over there giving us the finger, going, come get me. You won't find us. But then that happens, and at least it makes you feel good for the time being.
Yeah, for sure, and
and no one's getting scammed for the next 5 hours.
Yep.
So that's key.
Yeah, exactly. And Sven and I actually started yesterday together because he had a location of someone, so I call and baited him, and then we put his location. Like Sven was watching him, monitoring him, and we put his location up on my computer. And then the dude just freaked out. So Sven like listened to everything that they were saying behind my back and everything when I was on the phone with them. They were like saying, so they said something to me like, about, it was like, they've been doing this a lot where they say, that, that you bought porn, a subscription for porn. I think it's just a way to shock people, you know? Not that people don't have subscriptions to porn, but, you know, it's just a way, I think, to shock people. And then I said, back to them, oh, well, why would I pay for porn? Porn is free. Well, then Sven heard them say to each other, like, she watches porn. And they had a whole conversation about it. So it's pretty funny. But yeah. So I definitely feel inspired after talking to NeeP to definitely focus on doing some more investigations. It's fun. And also I have PJ, my lead investigator. She helps me a lot. So, peek on it, yep. So it was pretty funny. I love that. I love baiting people that Sven is watching so we can kind of hear what they're talking about behind the scenes, you know?
It's gotta be. I love that.
Yeah.
And what's going on with your pharmacy guy? Do you still talk to him?
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a few days. I've asked him, he told me multiple times and he says he keeps forgetting. I asked him for a complete list of what they sell. He did tell me that when you buy something there, they ship it from Singapore, which seems like it would be super expensive, you know?
That's the guy who lies about me?
Yeah.
Is that the guy who sent you the picture?
No, that wasn't him. That was a tech support guy.
Oh, you don't talk with him anymore, right?
No, actually, he blocked me on WhatsApp. I guess he got sick of waiting for me to pay him, so he blocked me. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's the one where you used a fake credit card?
Well, no, I just put in a credit card, and of course it didn't work. But I went into my fake bank, and put the transaction there, so it looked like it processed, but really the card, of course, didn't work. So they kept waiting for payment, and of course the payment never came, and then he gave up on me and blocked me, so I can't even message him. If anybody has a fake WhatsApp, let me know, and I'll let you message him. But make sure it's not tied to your real number. Because I have one for my real number, and I have one for fake one, so, yeah. And
yeah, they're always asking me to get that, and I never have it.
Well, the thing is, to get a WhatsApp, you have to have a number that will send you, like, the code, you know, like the OTP code. So you have to in order to have, like, a WhatsApp that's not tied to your real number, you have to sign up for a Google Voice first, because then you can actually verify it with the Google Voice. So it's quite a process.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't need it then. I talked to a female scammer, I think 2 days ago. I wasn't recording or anything. I was just, I was in a bad mood. I don't know. I was like, I get in those moods where I'm just like, I'm going to call scammers and rage. And it was a tech support. And I started raging at this female scammer. I mean, I was at my worst or best, depending on who you are. I mean, someone like Pecan Head would have been proud. Somebody like NeeP probably would have said, "Why did you do that?" But I went nuts on this woman, and we fought. By the end of the conversation, we were talking about shows that we both watch on Netflix and music and things. And then she called me back about an hour later and said she was so emotional that she wasn't going to do it anymore. And I'm hoping she's, being honest. She didn't ask for any money. She's never called me again. I don't have her number, so I don't know why she would have called me to tell me that. But we'll see what happens. Or we won't, because we'll never find her again.
Yeah, maybe she'll call you. That happened to me with that SSA scammer. Like, literally, like 11 o'clock at night. I got a call and I was like, hello. And it was this SSA scammer that I talked to at least 4 weeks ago. And he's like, I saved your number. I've been waiting for the right time to call you after I left the call center. So you never know.
Right. But, I mean, it's still hard to imagine, I mean, you know, after the initial rage and the day, emotions change. All of a sudden, you're used to making $800 a month. You're going to make $400, and you're going to be doing a harder job. It's tough. So
yeah,
hopefully it's going that way, but you never know.
Yeah, and NeeP also, I don't want to give away everything he said, but we also talked about that with NeeP, like about why a lot of the people that work in the call centers, excuse me, are not the ones that are actually poor, you know. So that was pretty interesting. I thought I learned a lot from talking to NeeP. I really enjoyed having him. I learned a lot from him, and it was really interesting. So y'all definitely stick around and listen to that in a few minutes. We'll do that in just a few minutes, and I wonder anything else going on with you?
Not that I know of. I mean, it's like 55 today in New York, they say, and I heard that all of the United States, or most of it, I should say, is going to be a lot colder than normal temperatures. So if it's normally 30 degrees this time of year in Minnesota, it's going to be 0. Like it's terrible across the country. I hear this week. But New York's fine. It's just weird.
Well, I just took the dogs out, and it was one of the first times in a long time where it was actually comfortable and not freezing my ass off. Like, I actually walked around for a few minutes outside. I'm like, it feels good out here. So I guess it's warmer down here, too.
It should always be good in the South, I feel. It should either be way too hot, or in the winter it should be comfortable. It shouldn't be about freezing my ass off. That's how I envision the South.
Well, it is for me because I live in the mountains, so I have that.
Yeah, I guess.
My temperature is a little bit lower. It's definitely not comparable to like Florida or something. I'm sure that's how it is in Florida.
But I mean, you're still close to Florida.
Yeah, kind of, but still. I'm up in the mountains, and I know when I went to Disney World in like February, it was like hot. Like we were wearing shorts and everything. I definitely need to go further south I want to go to like the Caribbean for the winter and then come back to the mountains in the summer. That would be ideal for me. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh yeah, you used to live in the Caribbean, didn't you?
Yeah, I lived in St. Martin for a year. It was fun. I love St. Martin.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that the weather there has to be nice, right?
Yeah, it's always the same. Like all year long, was always around 85 degrees. I guess in the summer it got more closer to maybe 90 or like low 90s. But in the winter it was like 80 to 85. It always rained every day for like 10 minutes. So if you could just get through if you were out walking somewhere, if you could just get through 10 minutes, it would usually stop.
Yeah.
And
that's how Portland was too. It rained every day in Portland, and then it was fine.
Yeah, that's how it was there. And generally, almost always a nice breeze. The humidity, of course, there is horrible. Like, you couldn't live there all the time because the humidity is real bad. Like,
I couldn't deal with that.
Like, I had no dryer. I only had a washer, and I couldn't hang my clothes outside to dry because they would never dry. I had to hang them up inside to dry because it was like, with the air conditioner, the humidity was reasonable, but outside they wouldn't dry. They would actually get wetter. so yeah, you definitely couldn't deal with that. Yeah, you couldn't deal with that one there because I know you hate the humidity.
I mean, you can't deal with it. The humidity is,
It's like right out of the MS handbook. It's, you want to walk slower and, be sicker, then go where it's humid. So yeah, I can't deal with the humidity, unfortunately. But the other thing is there's like water all around that place, right? Aren't you surrounded by water?
Oh yeah, it's a pretty small island.
I'd be a nervous wreck.
It's only like 30 square miles. It's pretty small.
Yeah, one tsunami and you're done.
Yeah, that's true. But when I was
I can't go there.
When I was there, I had my first earthquake. I had my first hurricane, and then there was also a flood. And guess which one killed more people?
What, the flood?
The flood. More people died in the flood than the earthquake or the hurricane. The earthquake wasn't...
They still have all the problems, though. They need to, I hear it's like beautiful there. They need to move that island somewhere nicer.
How can they get any nicer?
I came up with the idea. I can't do anything else. Someone else has to do some work here.
Yeah, I don't think I could get much nicer, except for earthquakes, hurricanes, and floods.
We get none of those things, and we get floods, but
yeah.
But it is cold here, usually.
Yeah.
But I hear our friends on the UK have been struggling. Hopefully everything's working out there now. I haven't watched the news in a couple days, but
yeah, we definitely wish them well, especially our friend Skeleton Siski, who was supposed to be on, but he was stuck in the hurricane. It was a hurricane, right? Or a tornado, or both.
It was brutal. That's the kind of I almost had to replay the clip of Chester that he made for one of my videos where it was like, it's raining ruse here, ladies and gentlemen. But, it was so thick, and I saw some of the footage, and it was just so nasty. So I don't know, somebody else can, I guess, classify it the right terminology, but it was like a storm.
Oh, man.
Happy birthday, Fun Guy Media.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday, Fun Guy. Everyone subbed a Fun Guy. It's his birthday. I'm sure that would be a good present, right? I know for my birthday I only want subs. What about you?
I used to be sub obsessed, and I'm like, you know what? I'm approaching 800. I have enough. I don't know how many more I'll get. Every time I get them, I lose 10 more, and it's just frustrating. So, yeah, I don't worry about it anymore.
Also, our friend Sven, he's real close to 500, and he really wants that community tab. He wants to update people on his baits and stuff with the community tab, and he needs 500 to do that. And I think he's at 480 or something. I think something like that, or 470. Nice. So if anyone isn't sub to Sven, please go over and sub to him and help him get that community tab. It's definitely worth it. He does a lot of good work, so please go over to him. But yeah, happy birthday, Fun Guy. We love you and hope you have a great birthday. Want me to sing for him?
Nope. Happy birthday, Fun. I'm sure everybody would want you to say happy birthday, so yeah, go ahead. I don't want to spoil their fun.
No,
you got a lot of people that are here for you. They want to hear you sing.
No, that's okay. We'll see if we can get a scammer to do it sometime today.
Do it in your.
That would be a lot better.
Yeah, but he won't hang out the whole time. He's very busy. So we'll have him. Maybe he can always come back and hear it. Yeah, let's try and get a scammer to say happy birthday, Fun Guy.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, morning, Steve. For those that are just joining us, NeeP is on today. He is an investigative scambaiter who's been doing it, about 4 or 5 years, right?
Yeah, he's got 22,000 subs, and he hasn't posted a video in like a year. And he did have some problems with his channel, which I didn't really get into if that slowed him up or not, because we talked about so many things. He's just real busy, and he does work a job, but he still does this full time. He just doesn't post as many videos because it does take time to edit and things like that. But he's still very active with the fight on saving victims and scam baiting, and you see him on Scammer Info all the time. A lot of that. He tells you don't mess with the airlines because there's litigation. You listen to him. He knows what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I said, it was awesome talking to him. If those are you that are just joining us, we did pre-record with him because he's in Germany, so this is his time right now to be at work. But it's definitely still worth listening. And if you have any questions for him, you can still type them in chat. And then I can message him and get the answers and update you on his answers, or ask him to come back on and answer them. So still feel free to put your questions in. Morning, Pegasus. Good morning, Betty. Still feel free to put your questions in chat. Even though he's not here right now, that doesn't mean he can't answer them. So yeah, should we get into NeeP?
Yes.
All right, everyone. This is NeeP. Will be his links pinned above. Please make sure you visit his channel. And let's get into it.
Happy 30th, Fun Guy Media.
Yeah, 30th?
Oh, I don't know. I figured he would like that.
I was like, fun guy, you're younger than me? I am over the age of 30, y'all. I tell the scammers I'm 30. I'm actually a few years older than that. But I like to keep the age gap closer to them because it's easier. Like if I was told them, I was too old for them, it would be harder to flirt with them and manipulate them.
It's definitely easier for you because you have that voice and you're a female and you can be flirty. And when I'm talking to the female scammers and she asks me my age and I'm like, in my 40s, click. Because she's she's 27. But when you're 27, anything over 35 seems like ancient.
Right.
So it's,
exactly.
I'm like, okay, there goes that one. That's the end of that.
That's the end of that
relationship.
Conversation. Yeah. Well, that's your lesson. Just tell them that you're 30. That's what I do.
Yeah, I figured, Steve. Fun Guy's my age.
Yeah. Oh, no, not 50. I was born in the 80s, so there's my hint. But I won't tell you if it was 1980 or 1989. But it was somewhere in there I was born.
Exactly. You always tell people, oh, you're in your 40s. Is it 40 or is it 49?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but I am gonna try to start playing some older telling them that I'm older too, and not always do the younger. I made another profile in my VM for not older, but I'm gonna try maybe 50, just to do something different. Especially, if I get someone that's married, if I know that they're already married, I might try to go to 50 or 55, and then try to get them in a different way, All right.
Yeah, that's so true, Kentucky. Don't tell anybody. What happens here stays here.
I think he's talking about you, Take.
Exactly. And it's not baggage. No baggage here.
So yeah, because Take.
But he definitely has the over 40 and good looking and single part, right?
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
You are over 40, single and good looking. I agree with all that.
All right, I'm just kidding.
No, he's not kidding.
But I got to get a voice changer because I do want to put out a baby take video. So that'll shut some people up about the old age.
You want to be a baby?
Baby take.
Well, I think your voice can get by with 30.
Yeah, but I want it to be like a child's voice, and I want it to say like, "Take a glass of water and go fuck yourself," but in a high pitched voice. So I need to find a funny voice changer.
Wonder if
Yep.
I made my voice like tried to tuck a little higher, if I could get by with. No, probably not. Maybe if I practice.
All right, let's get to NeeP.
All right, let's get to NeeP. Like I said, please put your feel free to put your questions in chat. And everyone, this is NeeP. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. You?
Good, thanks. This is my co-host, Take a Glass of Water. He's also a scam baiter.
What's up, NeeP?
Nice to meet you.
We just call him Take.
Nice. No. Awesome. Nice.
Yeah, it's really great to have you on. Thanks for chatting with us.
Yeah, thanks so much.
worries.
I know it's like 9 o'clock over there, right?
Yeah, it's fine. Like I was just having dinner and I rushed home, but yeah, I still was in time, so that was fine. Yeah, it's actually a good time for me because like I don't it's evening and I have free time, so no worries about that. Actually, perfect time.
Okay, awesome.
I got lost in your country when I was about 7 years old. They dropped me off, and I was in Frankfurt for like 2 days. We were going to, I think, Syria, and the plane had to stop, and they left me there, and it was a good experience. You got a beautiful country.
Nice. At least like it doesn't seem like they like totally forgot you or something. Like seems like you made it back somehow.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I was a 7-year-old getting shipped to the Middle East, and these two drunk people were supposed to be watching me, and who knows where they ended up. So I ended up having a good old time at the airport for 2 days.
Oh my God.
That's an experience.
Yeah. Well, I know Sven. I'm real close friends with Sven, and he speaks really highly of you. So I was super excited when you agreed to talk to us. And I actually knew you from the first time I ever watched one of your videos. It was when you talked to the Kitboga Ocean man lady. You know, that was pretty cool that you got to talk to her.
That was actually really funny because like that was a call center that I later on exposed and also visited in India, and like she was one of the employees working there. Sadly, I just spoke to her like a couple of times, like 5 or 6 times in total or something. And then after the call, which I published on the video, I sadly didn't speak to her anymore. Like she wasn't there anymore for some reason, or not taking the calls at least.
Was she the one that had to return your car because the police were watching you or looking for you?
That's a different one. Like I actually never met like that girl from the Kid Boga video. She said like whenever I'm in India, I should let her know. But the thing is, like, I never got any name or contact details from her. You know, so there was no possibility for me to get in touch with her. I'd like to have done that because, like, she said, like, if I remember correctly, like she has friends who have a call center or something. So it would have been like a great experience to take that offer and, you know, visit another one. But sadly, like there was no way to get in touch with her after that, since all I had like was the call center, and after that she wouldn't pick any calls anymore. So sadly, and I never figured out like her real name. Like I got a list of employees and real names, but like the matching, you know, like of the alias name to the real name, that's pretty hard, you know. And I never found out like her real name, sadly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm always curious about stuff like that. Like if they're using the name Peter William, you're saying it's hard to show that their real name is Raj Patel. Like you might know that there's a Raj Patel working there, but you don't know what alias they're using. Is that correct?
Exactly. Yeah. So that's pretty hard. Like you might find out like by asking people, and you know, sometimes they will tell you, you know, but or like if you have a source inside the company, who knows? Like, but other than that, like I think it's pretty much impossible. Like sometimes maybe they have some files which show, but like I don't know. I didn't see any, you know, alias name list for them, at least for not for geeks, for that call center.
Yep. Yeah, there's a couple of like your calls that I remember. I mean, I've been a follower of yours probably for about a year, and um, I always when I watched those videos a year ago, I said I need to. If I ever talk to him, I need to ask him about this. So now's the perfect time. So I mean, I might be a little rusty because I haven't brushed up on your videos in a while, but I definitely would like to ask you some questions about certain videos.
Sure, that's fine.
Perfect. And yeah, and like I said, yeah, thanks so much for joining us. I mean, you do it all. Like, I mean, you do investigative stuff, you do funny stuff, you do call flooding. I mean, you're like the whole package is what I look at as a scam baiter. And you also go to India. I mean, so you're definitely down for the cause. So the first question I would have to ask you is like, what got you started in this? I think your first video was about 4 or 5 years ago. Did somebody that you know in Germany get scammed, or did you get scammed, or somebody you know personally? Like, what made you like become so vigilant on putting these people behind the bars?
So I always was good with computer stuff. So I mean, I'm not a programmer or something. Like I don't have any knowledge or not real knowledge in coding or programming. But like I was always like good with handling computer stuff, and figuring out like basics of stuff, like how to design a website, stuff like this. But I never found anything where I can put it to use. Like I knew about programming and coding games or something like this, or making Excel macros or something. But that wasn't for me. That was never something that I was good at, or like I fully understood. I just was good in figuring out the basics of stuff, and then not the detailed further complicated stuff. And like then all of a sudden I got on YouTube suggested a video of Jim Browning. Pretty much it must have been also one of his first videos, like a call center in Kolkata where he found out their location. And it was like a 2-part video, if I remember, where he also found out the British people, like, I mean, Indians living in Britain who are behind the call center or like somehow connected to it, something like this, I remember. And I was really surprised, like, how is it possible that, like, starting from a pop-up or like a tech support pop-up, that how is it possible that he can find out so much information about them and like track them down and do all the work that usually the police is doing, just that he's doing it all alone, And that got me really fascinated, and was one of the reasons, why I joined scam baiting. As per the scams, like tech support scam in particular is not very common here in Germany, or like we don't have many telephone scams in general over here. We do have tech support scams recently, which is super interesting. I'm tracking them for like a year and 1.5 years. They are Indian scammers speaking in German language, which is super fascinating because like some of them, they speak really good German. But other than that, like we don't really have phone scams, or not on that level that Britain or United States have. So yeah, like I just came over like the YouTube side of things, like when I watched Jim Browning, and then thought like, okay, that sounds like something that would suit to me, finding out where they are located, having a virtual machine running where they can connect to this sort of stuff, where you don't need any actual programming skills, but you still need to figure out like certain technical things, but usually at the surface of it, like you don't need to be like an expert in virtual machines. You just need to set it up like a basic stuff, and then use that, and then go from there, expand your knowledge, and that's it basically.
Wow.
Thank you. But actually, so I mean, I saw a video a while back, and you and Jim Browning were interviewing. I think it was a CEO of something Esteem, App Esteem. Does that sound correct? And
yes,
I mean, you guys, you really got into the pop-ups, and I didn't really understand the video that well because I'm not that tech savvy. But I stood in there for the whole thing, and it was very fascinating. I mean, you guys kept drilling. I mean, the CEO was a great politician. He was agreeing with you and saying, "Oh yeah, that is shitty," but we will take care of that if it's a problem. And you said, well, let's go back to the original question. I mean, I thought it was a great interview in that you held them accountable, but I guess I'm a little confused about the whole affiliate thing, and with the pop-ups, and it's not always the call centers that are creating the pop-ups. I mean, I think you had mentioned that some of them have software people that create the pop-up, but don't they outsource the work? Or I was a little confused on that, and I don't know if I'm going to bore people, but if you could just make it very simple about how the pop-up scams work, and maybe the who's guilty of it, that might be a big help to people, because those are prevalent still. I mean, it's tech support scams are still very popular.
So it wasn't really the typical tech support thing. That was something that I stumbled upon. It basically started with one video earlier where I had a more heated interview with another CEO of a company, with what was this, Anytech 365. So basically, it started I was looking for pop-ups. I was running this popupdb.org generator where it opens many browser tabs with questionable websites which redirect to pop-ups. And while I was doing that, I got a pop-up, but not in the typical sense. Usually it has this virus alert message or Trojan found, call Microsoft help desk, and then it has a phone number. But this one, it looked different. It was also something with viruses, but it didn't have any phone number on it. It had a link, and when you clicked on a link, it would forward you to a software download, and it would say okay, yeah, you have viruses on your computer. Please install the software, and it will clean up your computer, and it will remove your virus, basically. And then I did that, I installed the software. I was really curious to see what kind of software it is. And that software was Outbyte PC Repair, which is a shady, Malwarebytes, the antivirus company calls them snake oil, something like this, because those softwares, there's tons of them like this that are promising to clean up your computer and speed it up. And all they do is emptying your file bin, your emptying your unnecessary files and cache and background files that are messing up your system or something like this. So the effect they have is very little to none. It's not even measurable if it has any positive effect on your computer performance these days. And so all this pop-up was doing was generating downloads for this software company. And the interesting part where call centers came in, or this company called Anytech 365 came in, is it had a phone number in there. And if you were overwhelmed with the functions of the software, or you needed additional help, then you could call that phone number, and you would end up at a call center. And that call center was actually located in Spain, so not the typical scam call center location. But the whole process of generating, and then the call center, they would make sale by pitching a 2 years of contract where they service your computer or something for $50 a month or something. So the whole process contained legitimate registered companies in Europe, or not necessarily in Europe. The software company is based in Australia, Outbyte, and the call center is located in Spain. So it wasn't the typical scam location. So I contacted companies and said, hey, this is really sketchy. You have a pop-up redirecting to your software company, and then from there on you have a phone number displayed in the software which redirects to a call center where they pitch you for $50 a month payment plan, which nobody ever needs, And then they said that's no problem. We are certified by Episteme. And then that's where Episteme kicked in, the certification company, and we confronted them. We said hey, do you have companies advertising their products with pop-ups? How is it possible that you allow them in your certification, and how is it possible that you don't do anything against that? And the part where Jim Browning comes in is they also certified premium techie support, or otherwise known as Zaburi Tech Live Connect, And that was a video, like a call center that Jim Browning exposed in a video like, I don't know, 2 years ago or something. And he made like 2 videos about them. So they're, confirmed scam call center based out of India. And they were also certified by Episteme. So that's why like we confronted them, the CEO, and said like, hey, what's going on? They're like, you're saying all these companies are clean and you're certifying them as like good companies, while we have evidence that they are running tech support scam. So yeah, that was the context of the video. I feel like now looking back, I feel like I should have made like a proper introduction to this, because like now, as you can see, like it took me, I don't know, 5 minutes to explain the whole story. And I think I didn't do that well. It could have been like it's in the first video with Anytech 365. But yeah, like I didn't really explain it very well in the second video.
Well, I'm sure most people that watched it understood it. I'm just, I'm not very bright when it comes to that stuff. So your summary is definitely appreciated here. And I mean, that guy, I do remember him saying 99% of our companies have done shitty things in the past. And I mean, to me, that's a red flag right there. I mean, that's kind of a politician type of answer. If they've done bad things in the past, I mean, you don't change overnight. You don't have to say, okay, we're getting certified, so we're clean. I don't know. I thought you guys did a great job of exposing him. I wasn't sold that he's doing 100% good work. I think he's about the dollar. But that's just my opinion.
For me, it was hard to tell, like he had some points. Like the thing, what he's basically saying, or like the reason why he's doing it is, like he said, without us, like we are the only ones who are, putting at least slight pressure on those companies to change the way of doing business. And he said like 5 years ago, it was the wild, wild west where like all these companies would do even shittier things. And he said like by doing the certification stuff and like pushing them slightly into the right direction, he's also doing something good in terms of, making the whole industry, get better or get more compliant with ethical rules. But to my and to Jim's opinion, we don't think that he did it well enough or like not stringent enough. Like he didn't put enough pressure on those companies.
Yeah.
So he was very, very lenient. And you could also see it with Saburi Tech Live Connect, the call center that Jim Browning exposed. Like maybe 6 months or something after that, or like a year after the call, they got raided by the Indian CBI and the United States Department of Justice, and the American CEO Brian Cotter got arrested or at least indicted, and all the companies got shut down. So
nice.
And this Brian Cotter, the guy, the CEO that we interviewed, who said like 90% of the companies did shitty things in the past.
Yeah.
He had to finally admit that, like he missed a lot of red flags for that company, and like he had to admit that we were right all the time and that we were like having evidence of scam, which he didn't take seriously in the beginning. And now that like the US Department of Justice took action against them, like he realized that we were right. And like, that was something that he also learned, I guess, from us, that he has to check on his business partners more often and like more in detail. And that's why I also feel like his motivation might be also more focused on the money rather than doing actually something against him.
Yep. I mean, you guys got deep into it, so I was amazed. I mean, from the of course, I thought it was just from the pop-up scams, but whatever led you there, like you were explaining, was pretty magnificent. I thought you don't really see Americans getting interviewed about scam call centers and pop-ups and affiliates and things like that. So it was definitely an amazing video. All of your videos have been amazing, and I mean, I think you brought up that you had gone to India, and I think that was probably one of the videos that I came across that I was so entertained. And it was that from the Geeks, America Geeks one that brought you there. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you would relentlessly bust their balls every single day. It seemed like with your name Ben, and it was like, "Hi Ben," they knew you. And it was so entertaining to me because I'm a big fan of that. When you keep calling them and just wasting their time, obviously I respect what CJ does and what you do and Jim Browning and with the reverse connections and the investigative stuff. But that was just everything, and so that's kind of what led you there, right, to India. Is you just had like a personal vendetta against the America geeks, I think.
Yeah, it was like a very long thing. At the time, I think they were the biggest call center in the scam baiting scene. Like even on Reddit, like I'm not really active on Reddit, but like even on Reddit, I saw that they were targeted almost daily because they were easy to figure out. Like they used thanks for calling America Geeks. So whenever we found like a tech support number and we would call them and they would answer with that, like then we knew that, yeah, we found another number of them. Like they had like 100 numbers or something in total.
Jeez.
And so they were really, really big. And so they were an easy target because they were big. They had their number out there daily. And there was like a huge scam baiting community, like both on Reddit or on scammer.info as well, who were hunting for the phone numbers. And whenever I found one, then I was calling them. And since they had like, I don't know, maybe 100 people, or I don't know how much money they had like in one shift, but I reached the same people pretty much all the time. So, and I was calling them like relentlessly, like over 6-7 months or so.
Yeah, no, I loved it.
So that's a special thing, like because then I really got into friendships as well. Like some were really real friendships where I also exchanged like WhatsApp and Facebook and stuff and talked to them privately. And some of them were like, call center friendships where I was just, calling that scam number, chatting with them, like as you could see in the videos, basically, which was still really interesting because of me calling them so much. We had like this kind of friendship where they also would tell stuff that they wouldn't usually disclose to people on the phone, like things about India, things about the call center, traveling, family, their personal situation, stuff like this, like there were like lots of interesting stories that I got to hear from them, which usually you won't get to hear because like they don't have any personal rapport with you, like they don't have any connection with you that they would disclose such things to a stranger.
Yeah, it was funny. I mean, you would every so often the guy would intercept and he'd be like, "It's Ben, disconnect the call."
Yeah. Some hated me, some loved me. Yeah.
So, I mean, so the American geeks are the ones that sent those big guys to like the car rental place, right? They were really looking for you. Like you pissed them off. And I mean, how was India otherwise? Did you? How long were you there? And I mean, did you enjoy it?
So I was mainly there for sightseeing. Like I have from the previous trip to India, or like even before that, like for the accostings call center, which the Reply All podcast was about, and I made friends with ex-employees over there. And we have a really good friendship, and I've visited them twice now, and they're supposed to come to Germany to me after.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're really amazing friends. Like I can trust them. Like usually I would say like, okay, yeah, they're have been working in a call center and are scammers. Be careful. But those I can literally trust with them like 100%. Like they had so many chances, to get me into trouble or something, but never did. And so the visit to India was like a month almost, like I think 25 days in total.
Wow.
And it was mainly sightseeing and traveling around and meeting with my friends. But then I thought like, okay, I was calling America Geeks for like 6-7 months or something at that point. And I really had like, as you already said, like I had this personal vendetta against them. Like I had so much insider knowledge. I still have so many things that I didn't even share in the videos because I didn't feel they were relevant at the time, but there are still interesting side stories to this. So I just wanted to see like how the call center looks like, or maybe meet some people of the call center that I was talking to, because like I also built up this kind of friendship or like relation with these people and with this whole call center. I was just so curious to see how it looks like in real life. And I thought like, okay, I already paid for the flights. I'm already in India. I do have quite a lot of time, so why don't I go there for a couple of days? And if I'm already there, it's not such a big complicated issue to just get there to the city and then visit the call center or something. So that was when and also meeting this girl that I was friends with. So I already had someone there who took care of me in a way, or like knew where to stay and which areas to go and which not to go, and like basic knowledge about the city. And so that's how it happens basically.
She really liked you, I would take it. I mean, she kind of risked her life for. I mean, I don't know how evil these people are. Obviously, they're pretty evil that they sent these big guys to the car rental place looking for you. But for her to, I would assume she's the one who gave you the location, right? And she also moved the car for you because you couldn't go back there, was my understanding, right?
Yeah.
So that is a great little side story there. And I mean, it's funny that we talk about personal vendetta, and I think in that video, I haven't seen it in a while, but I think you went there twice. I mean, you were kind of like, you showed up at first, and there were security guards watching you, and then, so you left, but you came back. Like, you're like, no one's going to stop me. I'm going to get into this call center.
Yeah, true. So the thing was, like, I wasn't sure what to do. Like, to be honest, like I was really nervous. Like both of us, like the girl and me, we didn't know that it was escalate that much where like they would send people to the car rental place. So I guess like if she knew that she also would get into so much trouble, probably she wouldn't have allowed me to go there. Like she even, if I remember, she even told me like not to go, and she would send like one of her friends was still working in a call center, and she said like I will ask her like to click some pictures when she's on the way home or something, But I wasn't happy with that. Like I thought like now I'm already in Chandigarh in the city, and like why shouldn't I go there for a bit, and just from the outside get some shots and all. And then when I went there for the first time, like I wasn't sure if I had all the footage, recorded and stuff. Like I thought like, okay, maybe that's not enough. If I want to make a video about it, I need some more footage. And also I don't know, like I wanted to see it another time, and then I went there and again, and then they were like filming the car. I actually drove there past maybe 3 times or 4 times because it's like industrial area and there's not so many streets, so you end up circling around that place pretty much. And so they have seen the car probably like 3 or 4 times, which is like pretty odd in an industrial area where there's not that many people driving around, I guess. So that's also one of the reasons like why they got so alerted to me, And then also I was pretty much the only foreigner in that whole city. Like I was staying at that city for 3-4 days, and we were also partying at the club. But from what I've noticed, like I was the only Western guy or like foreigner in there. Like I saw one guy, he was from Korea, but like otherwise, like I was pretty much the only foreigner. And then obviously you stand out, and like everyone is looking at you and thinking like, what's this guy doing over here? Especially like in an industrial area where there's no shops or like no attractions or something for a foreigner. It's just like businesses and companies and stuff. So it was pretty obvious that there's something up with me, and that's when they put out their phones and recorded the car and got the number plate, and then found out like where the car is rented from, and then sent the people to. But yeah, I also didn't expect that to happen. So
yeah, you caused some damage there. I mean, I'm surprised.
Awesome.
If you would have gotten in there, they probably would have had a big banner that said, "Ben, welcome home."
Yeah.
But it was good work, man. I loved it. I mean, and I would encourage anyone who's listening to this to go check out NeeP. I mean, all of the videos are amazing. There's Bob RTC tutoring on there. There's, investigative stuff. There's interviews. There's You Speak Hindi. I mean, like I said before, you're the whole package. So, I mean, I would like everyone to watch your work.
Are you fluent in Hindi or?
Come again?
I said, are you fluent in Hindi?
Not really. Like I know some sentences because my friends are like Indian, and then when I was in India, like I also wanted to learn some stuff so that at least like I also got lost once in Delhi. Like my phone died. That like I was on my own in Delhi doing some tourist sightseeing stuff, and then at the end of the day, I was like stranded in the middle of the city with my phone dead, and like it was raining, it was cold. It was horrible. So at the time, like I was learning some few basic, sentences like "Where's the restaurant?" or "Where's the next train station?" or something like this, And then I picked up, the most important thing why scammers think that I can speak fluent Hindi is that I picked up a lot of stuff that Indians are saying as filling words. Like for example, they say "TK," which means okay or right or something like this. "TK," "Acha." Which means the same thing. So it's like all these filling words. Like many Indians, they do speak English in the normal daily life. Like when they are going to shop for shopping or something, they usually speak English or like a Hinglish. Mixed Hindi and English.
Yeah.
And then usually, then I can like replicate this basically by talking in English. But then sometimes they, put TK, Acha, or something at appropriate places, so they would think that I'm speaking Hindi as well, even though I don't really speak fluent or like really real Hindi. It's just like few sentences I know, like basic stuff, and then combined with the filling words. But I do think like my accent is pretty good because I feel like German accent and Hindi is pretty similar. Like I don't know how to say, but like
the Hindi that I heard, I mean, maybe it wasn't a lot, but you use it at the right places when you're talking with them. So it kind of, you can hear them pause. I mean, it's like, okay, he speaks Hindi. So that's what gets them. And I thought it was executed perfectly. I mean, I don't know if when they were speaking Hindi back, if you understood everything, but the fact that you said what you wanted to say in Hindi and it sounded legit, I think got your point across.
Yeah, that's the funny thing, like you just say some words that or like learn the pronunciation somewhere, and then they think because of that, like you don't need to speak a lot, but just based on like a few sentences, they think that he must be like fluent in Hindi or something. So that's also a nice trick with them.
How corrupt are the police there? I mean, we all hear stories that the call centers are allowed to operate because they pay off the authorities. If they do get arrested, they do very short time. I mean, you guys would know more, I think, on this. I'm always curious. You see in the news every so often that they raided a call center in Delhi or Lucknow or somewhere, but you never see a follow-up to know if the people are really doing, hard time. Do you guys know anything on that? Like, are they cracking down more now, or do the police still accept payoffs, or does it matter from one area to the next or one person to the next? I mean, there's corruption everywhere, but it just seems like this is tolerated over there a lot more.
Yeah, you got a point there with the areas. So I feel like it's area based. For example, in Kolkata, it's pretty much the Wild West. Like I interviewed a scammer girl from there that worked in a social security administration call center, and she said the police is actually waiting outside in the call center area, like they know where it is, where the area is, where like lots of call centers are. And then what they do is like they know that usually these call centers finish work around, I don't know, 4 or 5 a.m. India time. So they would just wait outside of these call centers and then arrest the employees, just so that they can take them to a police station. And then what happens is like the call center boss doesn't want any investigation going on against his call center, or he also doesn't want the employees to spill out, the beans, or like how does it say, like they don't want the employees to give out secret information about the call center. So what happens is like the owners are paying the cops to release those employees. So the cops are just doing it for money, basically. They're just, short time arresting few employees just to extort money out of the call center owners, but not taking any action against them. So that's what she said. And based on like that, there are still like tons of call centers. I think that's the sad reality. Like, so that they are not really, they're easily getting bribed. That's for one thing. That's one thing for sure. And the other thing is, I think it came in the Jim Browning video, or was that Carl Rock? I don't remember. Where they said like they have a hard time filing an actual police complaint or like an investigation, because for them, like from the India side of things, they don't have any victims filing a report, because victims usually wouldn't know that they have been scammed, or if they know that they have been scammed, they wouldn't know that they can file a report with the Indian police, or like they don't know if their scammer is actually located in Kolkata or
very
elsewhere.
tough.
Yeah, so the major issue is like connecting the dots between the scammers and the victims, and making the authorities aware of both of the things. Like the authorities need a victim to start an investigation, and they need to find the scammer, to end the investigation, basically. And the American police, or like the Canadian or whatever, they just have the victim but not the scammer. And the Indian police, they just have the scammer but not the victim, So even if they know where the call center is located, for them, they have a hard time making up a case when they have no one who's affected by it, basically. So I think some cops might be bribed, but some may try that. Like they may really try to arrest people and get something done, but then because of a lack of complaints by victims, they have to release the people again. And from geeks, it was especially frustrating because Microsoft filed a lawsuit in India, and there was criminal investigation as well. But everything got dropped. Like they got on bail, out of bail. And from what I heard from talking to Indian lawyers, they said like, yeah, okay, like in the Indian court system, if you get out of bail, that means basically they will dismiss the case in some weeks. And yeah, the same thing happened. Like the case got dropped out of High Court, if I remember, no, District Court, I think. And so nothing ever happened to the America Geeks owner, even though like there's plenty of evidence against them. Like Geeks, if you search for America Geeks on YouTube, there's not only me, there's lots of other scambaiters having posted videos, like Captain Corrosive, for example. I remember her. Like she posted
We had
videos.
her on not too long ago.
Yeah, she's on our show.
Nice.
Yeah.
So there's like tons of evidence against them, and the investigation by Microsoft as well. So it's really surprising that nothing could be done against them, even though like there's so much evidence and we know exactly who they are, where they're located. I know the whole plan of the office. I know everything about them. I even know like interesting side stories about the call center boss. For example, that he would bribe female employees to sleep with him. So even things like this, which I know, or like that he's a customer of the JW Marriott luxury hotel chain. Like he's very often in that hotel in his city. So lots of stuff, but even with that kind of detail, like nothing would happen against them. And this is like the sad thing, where I feel like, yeah, it's probably because they are getting bribed. But things are luckily changing in some regions. For example, in Delhi, there's a police commissioner called KK Rao, and he posted like a year ago, I think, he gave a statement also published in, I think, Hindustan Times, like in a newspaper, that he's making this call center issue to his number one priority, and he will even go after the bribed police officers in his own department. And whenever he comes to know that one of the police officers is taking money from the call centers, then he's like firing or putting them to a different area of the police station, where not so nice work is, or how to say, like he's just taking action against them. So that sounds like it very promising, and yeah, let's see how that turns out.
I mean, I guess that would have answered my next question, which would have been, in your opinion, what needs to happen to make all this nonsense go away? And it kind of sounds like, after listening to you and a ton of other people, that it's very tough. It's not going away. But I guess when you have people that are appointed that make it a priority in that one area, if it spreads to Calcutta, Sector 5, Lucknow, all those different places, maybe it will kind of thin out at least. But I guess there's nothing else we can do except we're at the mercy of who they appoint as commissioner. Is that true? Or do you think that there's something else that can be done to make this go away?
On a bigger level, I would say, so I personally would do two approaches. Like, one is, why are those call centers so interesting for scammers? Like, why is it such an interesting job? So I think the thing is, like, India is pretty new to the internet and pretty new to, like, I mean, they got their first commercially available mobile network maybe five years ago. Like, not the first one, but the first one that is like relatively cheap. Like, they had Reliance Jio. Oh, that's too long of a side story, but never mind. So they're relatively new to the internet, and they see, like, on Facebook, on Instagram, they see like lots of people in the West of like flaunting with rich stuff, like everyone, they have the feeling that everyone in the United States is driving a BMW or like a Mercedes or any other luxury car, and they see like people are doing holidays in exotic countries far away once a year. So, and we all know that like tons of the stuff that we see on Instagram is fake, or like purchased with loans, or it's not theirs, it's not their property, or like people are stealing photos from the internet somewhere just to make it look better than it actually is. So, but I feel like they don't know that yet, because many of them, they are pretty new to this and believe everything they see. So they think like, okay, all the people in the West, like, they are so rich. How can I get rich like them? Like, how can I afford a BMW in India? And then there's only two options. Like, either you have like a legitimate job, or you run your own business. And even if you do, like, then you need to be like one of the 0.1% the country who have made it, because that's like the average salary in India is maybe $400-$500 per month. So like, imagine like how long you have to save for a $30,000, $40,000 dollar used BMW when you just earn $500 per month, and you have to pay the rent, the food, and everything. So it's pretty much impossible to get to that level that they can afford such a luxury life that we in the West have, or at least what they think they can, that we have. So that's when like all the scam jobs come in, because they offer like great pay, and especially those jobs where you can get more money if you sell more, like incentive based, where you can scam more and earn more. Those are like the interesting jobs for them, because they offer substantially more salary in comparison to the regular legitimate jobs. So that makes it very attractive for them. So that would be one of the points that I would like. I mean, it's hard, if not impossible, to change it. Like, you have to make somewhat legitimate jobs more attractive, and get also more jobs, because from what I heard, it's like a job shortage, where there's not enough jobs for everyone. So everyone is fighting for the jobs, and like people resort to the easier way of getting scam jobs because there's tons of them and stuff. So I feel like that has to be changed some way, that the legitimate jobs have to be made more attractive, and also the scam jobs socially less acceptable, because I feel like people don't really mind about scam jobs in India. Like I talk to random people in the streets of Delhi, and like some of them knew about the call center, like the scam jobs. Some didn't even know, and those who did, like they were like, yeah, those call center jobs. Like they didn't even seem to bother to be that bothered that much. Like they know that these jobs exist, and they were like, okay, yeah, it's just one of the jobs that anyone else is doing. They didn't even feel bad about that. So I feel like it has to be like more shamed in a society that, yeah, who's doing that stuff is kind of prostituting himself, or there has to be some sort of stigma on those jobs so that people don't find them attractive anymore.
Right.
And the other thing, like that would be the Indian side of things, and the other thing that I would change is the cooperation between the law enforcement agencies has to be tighter. So if you have the United States police and Indian police and Interpol, then from what I heard by talking to the different police agencies, I heard that it's a process that can take like a year or two. And I talked to a German police officer, and he said like, yeah, they don't even bother, contacting Interpol and Indian police anymore, because the last time they had a victim filing a complaint and they had information about scammers in India, the Indian counterparts would reply like 2 years or 3 years later. So at that point, on the German side of things, the investigation has already been stopped and paused, and like nobody wanted to resume that investigation anymore. So it's pretty much like a deadlock where, based on the bureaucracy of both countries or all countries involved, it's not feasible to make a proper investigation. And so this has to be definitely improved, where there has to be some kind of task force with people from both, or at least multiple affected countries, where there can be like a direct exchange of information directly between the Indian authorities. Especially, it has to be a trusted one. It doesn't help like if the German or the United States authorities supply Indian police with information, and then those are the bribed cops that are just warning the call centers. So you have to first establish like who's trusted in India, and then go from there. Make a task force where all the people involved are situated in, and then share your data closely with those people, and then take swift action against the scammers. I think that's the only way it works, because the bureaucratic way of sending an investigation over Interpol, and then it has to be translated, and it has to be cross-checked, and this is just taking too long for proper results. So that would be also something that has to change.
I mean, I guess it's not black or white, but I do see it as it's like an individual black or white dilemma. I mean, I've been poor in my life. I never thought about hurting somebody to make a car payment on a nicer car. And if the average salary is $400 a month, and they can make $800 in a call center, are they really? Is it because there's no jobs, or is it because they want quicker money so they can get nicer materialistic things? You know what I mean? I mean, that's the kind of thing that I think makes me, angrier at these people. That I understand that there's no great jobs. You have 1.4 billion people. I feel like I've been poor in my life and would just never think about hurting someone. I don't know why it's accepted there, no matter how poor somebody is. They think they deserve a nicer car, so they have the right to rob a clueless person or make up a problem on a computer and charge them for something after they tell them hackers are on there and that they work for Social Security. So I kind of lean towards, life sucks sometimes, and you got to be poor until you figure out a way to make it better. And I really do hope that that some of your ideas do take precedence there as far as the bureaucratic nonsense, and that's great news about the Delhi commissioner. And I agree, America needs to get in line with the Indian police more and realize that this is a huge problem. I mean, it's $1 billion going over there from
Mhm.
here.
I have an interesting sorry to interrupt you, but like
No, go
before we
ahead.
switch topics, I had two interesting things to say about also previously. So yeah, like you said, like you're poor and you just try to figure out the way of getting over this in a good way, basically. And that's also what I noticed in India. This isn't the case in India for somehow. Like so first of all, like usually the people who are working in a call center, they are not the poor ones. Like when I was in India, the real poor Indians they don't have much money, or that struggle to get to the next month with food even. Those are the ones that just speak Hindi or like any local language. Those you would usually see them in the streets begging, or doing lower class jobs, just so such as waitress, or cleaning stuff
Or
at the hotel,
rickshaw.
or rickshaw
Yeah.
driver. Yeah, exactly. Stuff like this, where you don't need any education, anyone can do it, or like Uber driver or something. Like you would see, like those are the people who are really low on budget. Like those are the people, but the people who can speak English, and especially those in the call center, they speak fluent English. So that usually means they have like higher education. They come from lower to middle class families, and they usually have a university degree, or at least high school 12th class. So they're not really poor, So if at any time they are saying, yeah, I need this money to survive, and how will I feed my family? I mean, maybe it's tough to make a blanket statement over this, but usually those people are not really poor. At least not to the point where otherwise they would die, or like starve. They don't have any food. So whenever they say something like this, I don't believe them, because, and also from my experience with meeting with a girl from America Geeks, and the two friends that I met from Accostings, where I'm really close friends with, and then also the Kolkata girl, which I will visit next time in India. From talking to them and like meeting them, I know that they're not poor. I mean, the girl in in Chandigarh from the Geeks, which helped me with the rental car, she had an iPhone, which costs more. Like they have like a luxury tax in India, so it costs about $1,200 or something. And then given that they earn like, I don't know, in a call center maybe $800, it's still like 1.5 times like the monthly salary. Like imagine you spending almost twice your monthly salary on a phone. Like that's
Yeah,
not
that's a good
something that
point.
you would do usually. So these people are rich. I mean, comparably rich. And I feel like, yeah, it's just like the thing that they want materialistic things. They want to go to vacations. And in India, it's also very common to, at least what I saw, it's like flaunting with or like showing off, your wealth. Like you see people on Facebook. That's something I really interesting noticed, that people would show off their iPhone or like their Apple products on Facebook on their profile picture. Like whenever you see like a selfie or something in the mirror, like you can see like they specifically make sure you can see the Apple logo, or like the call center scammer from Accostings, like the owner, like he had a Facebook profile picture where you could see his MacBook and his iPhone in the picture. It's just like a symbol of, I've made it to the top 1% of India. I can afford all the luxury products that all these millionaires can, or that kind of thing. So yeah, it's
I
definitely
mean, we
something
have that too.
yeah.
We have that in my
Mhm.
neighborhood. The kid wants quick money and he wants to drive a BMW and he starts slinging rock on the corner. And he's a drug
Yeah.
dealer.
Yeah.
But he wants quick money and he wants to show off to everybody that he's, rich. So it's a
Yeah.
problem everywhere. I mean, how many people? I mean, after talking to your friends that you seem pretty close with, a couple people that I've talked with, they say that they didn't know that it was a scam when they joined, and then they found out a week or two later, and it was too late because the money was coming in, or a month later, or whatever. Do you find that to be true, that people don't know it's a scam sometimes when they join a call center?
It's a hard question. Like sometimes it's very obvious that it's a scam.
I would think so, right? But I don't know.
Yeah. So some of the advertisements, like I'm in some of the Facebook groups where they search for new people to join, and then they pretty much say that they're a scam. Like they don't say scam, like they don't write the word scam, but they say, for example, like searching call center employees for porn pop-up process or something. And then, obviously, like, it's hard to say, but like, at least knowing what I know, like, I would know, yeah, porn pop-up, that doesn't sound very legitimate, at least for a normal person also that should raise some questions. And then, at least in the, job interview, you should ask, like, what do you mean by porn pop-up, So, to me, at least some of the advertisement where they search for employees is quite obvious that it's a scam. But then again, like there's also lots of borderline scams. For example, my friends that I'm really close with, the two Indians that I visited so many times, that they said like they got hooked into the company because they had two processes. One was for tech support scam, and the other one where they started with was for UK pensions. And I never really fully understood like how the process works, but it seems to be kind of legitimate. Like they would do some service and then, take a fee for that service basically. And so sometimes they rope you in with like processes or like, stuff that sounds legitimate and then switch you over to the scam. And sometimes also we have situations where the people who are joining the call centers, they don't know anything about tech. They just get lured in by some advertisement that it's an easy job. You can easily earn like a high salary. And one of the girls that I was also supposed to meet in Chandigarh with geeks was a girl. She's actually a journalist. Like she studied journalism and worked as a news anchor for a local TV channel in Chandigarh until she lost her job, and then she was searching for a new job. And like when she was connected to my virtual machine, she would say like, yeah, it's normal that the computer is on 99% CPU utilization. So my computer was very slow, and she was saying, yeah, that's a good sign. It means like your PC is 99% healthy. So she had no clue at all about computers. It's actually the contrary, I was laughing so much. And then later on, like we exchanged WhatsApp numbers, and like I confronted her about this, and she said like, yeah, she doesn't have any clue about computers, and she just joined the company because like she was promised like an easy job with high payment, and like she didn't even know it was a scam.
Yeah,
she
it's
just
just a
found out
script.
by me. Yeah, she just read out of a script, and since she doesn't have any technical knowledge at all, like she didn't know what she was talking about, she was just following the script and saying whatever the script is saying, and then continuing with the process. So
One of
I
those
feel like
places that got raided in one of your videos, I think it was your video, they couldn't arrest anybody except for I think the leaders you said, or it was it was somebody's. I think it was yours. They couldn't arrest the workers because they said they didn't know it was a scam or there was no victims or something. But there was a pop-up. There was a pop-up that they were using right on one of the computers. It boggles my mind. Was that your video?
Yeah,
yeah,
I think that was either Carl Rock or Jim Browning. I'm also
Gotcha.
not sure right now. But yeah, like that's also something which got me thinking, also from the ethical perspective. And to be honest, I feel like they should also arrest employees, because that would have been a deterring factor for joining these call centers, because right now the situation, at least, or at the time at least, the situation was that only the owners get into trouble for this. So it's just like one or two people out of 50 employees, so the chance of the normal person getting arrested for this is really low. So that's why everyone joins these call center, because they say like, okay, yeah, even if I do get arrested, which doesn't happen regularly or like not often enough, then
Off
even
on the wrist.
if we do get, there's no, exactly, off on the wrist, and it's just the owners that get into trouble. So I feel like it would be like much more deterring from, for joining these call centers if they also take action against the employees. and make some awareness campaign that, yeah, hey, if you join these companies, then you also have a risk of getting arrested, and then we will arrest you and take action against you. So I think that's very much important that they also take action against the employees, even if some of them don't know about it. But yeah, that is still something that then I would say like it's their problem, like better find out more about the job that you're joining, rather than just going there and accepting it and thinking that everything is going right. Like whenever you apply for a job, make sure you know the company, make sure you know what you're actually doing over there, and that they hold all the licenses they need. For example, you need like a license in India to run a call center, and like if you work for a call center, then let them show you the license for running a call center. That's something that you could do as an employee to check if they are legitimate or not. And so they should arrest more employees as well, rather than just the owners.
Yeah, that's an awesome point. So it's been a while since you posted on your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Are you still going to be posting on there, or are you just focusing on other things?
So recently it's like since a year or 1.5 now. I mean, I made scam baiting my job more or less. I'm working as a security intelligence analyst, which is basically doing more of the investigation stuff, like that Jim and me do is basically like finding more about companies, finding out their, or like even persons, and like finding out their contact details and stuff like this. So basically scam baiting, but more on a professional level, like for a company and for businesses in the fraud department, for example. That's why, like previously I was a student, and so I had like plenty of time. That's why I also was able to go to India for like almost a month, because of the semester holidays were like 1.5 months. So I could easily spend like a month going to India. And so now I'm working full time, and I'm just feeling tired in the evenings, or just doing the other stuff that I'm already doing, like monitoring scammer.info and like administrating stuff. We get tons of removal requests, and recently we also got lawsuits from semi-legitimate companies in the United States that are involved in scams, or at least allegedly. So I'm, busy with all sorts of side hustles, like how to say, like managing scammer.info, then the German-speaking Indians that are targeting Germany. I'm also focusing on them because that's quite interesting for me, that they know so well German language, but still work in a call center instead of working for BMW, Siemens, any other German multinational company. So it's a lot of side hustles that I have, and I didn't find the time and motivation to post on video on YouTube anymore in recent days, recent times. But I still have like tons of content that is like semi-ready. Like I have the ideas, I have the content ready, I have recordings, topics and stuff, but I just didn't feel the motivation or time to stitch everything together, so to make it one package video.
Yeah, we totally get that. We both have YouTube channels, so it's a lot of work.
Sorry?
I was just telling them that me and you both get that, because we both have YouTube channels, and it's a lot of time just to put a video together. So we totally
Oh my God, yeah. And he's got the music, and it's all professional. I can imagine. It takes me 5 hours to put out a little crappy video. Imagine what you're going through. I mean, it's a lot of work. I get it. I thought I heard that you had a copyright strike, and they shut your channel down for a little while. I thought maybe that was what the holdup was, but that's all cleared up, right?
That's all cleared up. Like that was at times with America Geeks, and that's why I also have.
It's always back to those people. They hate.
Yeah, they hated me a lot. They hired someone from a Bollywood movie company, actually an IT security specialist that is like named, I think, #1 or like top 5 of Indian youngest hackers. And they paid that guy because he was working at the time for a Bollywood movie company. And they have special tools on YouTube to take down videos, immediately, like because they want to, when they release a Bollywood movie, they need to make sure that there's no pirated copy, at least for the launch weekend or something. So they need to have like special tools to take immediate action against copyright infringement. So the call center, they paid this guy to file bogus claims against my channel, even though I had nothing to do with Bollywood. Like, so that was like really surprising. But he just happened to have access to these kind of special tools that YouTube gives them to take immediate action against YouTube videos. And he just flagged all of my videos and got the channel deleted. And then because they had such special tools, or I don't know what, maybe the process at the time wasn't that good, like YouTube just ignored my counter notifications for copyright strikes, because obviously I didn't use any Bollywood movie content or like whatever they were alleging, and they didn't even provide any evidence that I was, using copyrighted content. So my channel got deleted, and that's when I created like the second channel, like the backup channel, because I thought like I have to start all over again. But then, funnily enough, we also got kind of friends, like this guy who striked my channel, or semi-friends, I would say. Like, we got along, and then I kind of, persuaded him, like, okay, chit for chat, we removed some of the posts on scammer.info about him, because he also cared a lot about his reputation. So we said like, okay, yeah, we remove some of the posts against you on scammer.info, and you retract your copyright claim. And then said and done, and he did that. He emailed YouTube that he's retracting his copyright claim, and then YouTube listened to that and restored the channel. Yeah, since then I have the YouTube channel back again.
That sucks, though. That sucks real bad.
Plan on posting eventually when you have time, just not as much in the past, or like you're not done, right?
With YouTube or with
yeah, like I mean, you I think it's been about a year, right? So I think CJ said so. I mean, you are going to post something eventually and feed us, right? I mean, we're all hungry for the next NeeP video.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I definitely want to. Like, I don't know. I just need to sit down, and I just, Sven is gonna hate me as well. Like, he also is working with me on something, and I didn't follow up with him. So, like, I feel like there's so much things all the time, like coming left and right to me, and then scammer.info, we are getting like access to a new tool that allows us to identify scam pages and like possible connected scam pages or like websites, I mean. So, and I'm just evaluating the tool and see if it works for us or not. And then there's this removal complaints by companies, and I have to make sure that, yeah, is it a legitimate company that just wants their number removed? Or is it actual scammers that are just mad that they're getting prank callers, scambaiters? So there's lots of stuff that comes in all the time, left and right. And I always get messed up in this thing where I have like lots of things on my plate, and then usually I push the YouTube videos out of time, So I think like, okay, let's just focus on this lawsuit that they were potentially getting hit with. And let's just reply to this lawyer to make sure that this side is clean. And then when I did this, then the next thing is coming up, So it's just like a fight of lots of tasks all the time, and yeah. But I really wish to make an.
That was awesome. On Thursday, we'll be talking more about scammer.info and investigations. And how all of you can, participate in investigations even if you don't have channels. So make sure you come back on Thursday, because it was definitely, the second half was just as good as the first. And NeeP, thank you again so much for meeting with us. It was so much fun talking to you. And Take, are you there?
Hello?
Did you fall asleep? Sounds like you're...
I thought we were still going. I got my phone in my pocket. I hear a woman chirping away in my back pocket.
Yeah.
I'm walking here.
It's just me, Southern R2D2.
Yeah, Southern R2D2, right. I'm outside still, so hopefully you can hear me. But thank you so much, NeeP, for talking with us into the wee hours of the night. And for actually being in chat today. It's an honor to have you here. Thank you so much. I think you can see the love It was just an awesome conversation. I look forward to Thursday as well.
Yeah, it was really awesome. And like I said, Thursday's really good because he's going to talk about scammer.info, which he works on, and how like people with channels and people without channels can really help a lot with the scams. So it's really great. I hope to see y'all on Thursday. And we'll start around the same time again on Thursday as we did today. So it'll be awesome.
Cool.
All right. Well, I would like to hear you talk to some scammers. I got a spicy rundy from yesterday. I actually called you yesterday on the stream to try to get you in with this lady, but she wouldn't talk. So I'm hoping if we call from a different number, maybe we can try. But she did not like me.
She wouldn't talk to you, but you expect me, the master of the 10-second call, to stay on the phone with her.
She did not like
Let's try
me. Yeah, she did not like me. That's all I got to say about that. It didn't work out too good for me and her. So let's see if she'll answer. Let me make sure I get the right number here. I want to say her name was Lisa, but I could be wrong about that. I think it was Lisa.
Common name over there.
Yep. Nope, might be too early for her, Lisa. We can try her again later. But yeah, she was a real piece of work, so yeah.
Yeah, spicy rundy. That does sound like a dish I would get next time I order Uber Eats from the Indian store. I'm gonna ask them for a spicy rundy.
Yeah, she called me back just to like yell at me yesterday. That was the only reason she called me back, just to yell at me, say call me a liar, blah blah blah. I was like, whatever, because I told her boss, not her boss, but I told someone else she works with that she had made me download AnyDesk, but really she didn't, and she was real mad.
Well, it was worth being awakened with the chance of
I
speaking.
know, I'm sorry about that. Stephanie said yesterday we sounded like we were married because I was like, hello? Sorry. You're sleeping, aren't you?
Caller number 8, waiting to speak with a representative.
Caller number
Estimated
take?
hold time
Yep.
is currently
Please don't play
1
music.
minute. Thank you for your patience.
No music. Hate that music. Hopefully it's muted to the stream now so I don't have to cut it out later. I'm sorry? Hello, are you there, Nick? Hello? Hello? Okay, let me try Nick back. I think I messed it up when I tried to mute the music.
Yeah, I couldn't hear him.
Oh, you couldn't? Okay, let's try it again.
Nope.
My bad, sorry. Let me also turn it up a little.
Hi, thanks for calling Amazon. My name is Tyrone Smith. How may I help you?
Tyrone Smith?
Tyrone Smith? Yes, sir.
Jesus. What's your real name?
We cannot use real name on the call, sir, as per the company policy.
What company?
What company? Amazon, sir. You called in Amazon, right?
I meant to call an illegal call center, and I guess I got patched through to you guys. Yeah.
It's a legal call
Nadakutia
center for Amazon.
Swagate. Go ahead, please.
Yes, how may I help you?
I don't know. I mean, what can you do? You can probably scam me out of my money, right? You can probably hook up to my phone, you fucking idiot. What are you doing? Why are you hurting people like this?
What scam are you talking about? What happened, sir?
What happened? Nadakutia Mayapka Swagate. Minanam
I'm sorry, what do you
Tagawe.
say?
I think you know what I said. Welcome to hell, bitch. I'm gonna call you all day long. We're gonna be best friends by the end of the day.
Let's keep trying them back till they stop answering. Uh-oh. They might have already blocked us on this one. They're not allowed to use their real name. Let's try a different number. He's just not allowed to use his real name on at work. You know that's legit if someone says that to you.
Yeah, he threw me off guard with that one. I didn't realize it was gonna be Amazon this early.
Yeah. Here's the same number, but from a different number. I mean, their number can't be down already, can it?
That's my neighbor's name.
Maybe their number's down already, y'all. Alright, let's try this one.
Where did you get the number from? The website?
Yeah, scammer.info, and it was just posted like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
No, 16
I mean,
minutes
if it's
ago,
on there,
but still.
everyone's messing with them.
Yep. We get excited when we see an Amazon number. Here's a tech support number.
Well, you take this one.
Alright.
And just if you feel like you need me there, say go ahead, please. And I'll nonsense.
You can just jump in whenever you want, if you want to say something.
Well, let's see where it goes.
Maybe it's down too.
Man, 10 a.m. tough.
Yeah. Hey, did we ever get through to the what I call the pervert the other day? I don't think you ever did talk to him, did you? I think he tried to call you back.
All of them are perverts.
Yeah. Let's get him on. Let's see if he'll answer.
I mean, I'm not going to discriminate against a pervert, but I mean, come on. They're all like, they all send you crazy pictures, which then you send to me, and then that takes me a day to like function again.
Yeah. Well, this one is the one that, yeah, this is also another pervert that I called him and, like, I was like, hey, is this Amazon? I need to talk to you. He also sent me, this one sent me a picture too, but it was obviously fake.
Yeah, you keep that picture for your
I have trouble with my PayPal or whatever, and then he's just like, oh, well, when's the last time you had sex? And then he was just like breathing heavy and stuff. It was creepy.
Aren't you the Sultan of Segway?
Yeah. So let's see if he'll answer. You talk to him then. Oh, come on. I hate when it says invalid entry. Stop giving me a hard time. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I'm typing in the right one. I wish that other lady would have answered, because she was a salty one yesterday, but we'll try her again in a second.
The Text Now subscriber you were trying to...
Get your lazy butt up, dude. Don't you got people to mess with? Yep. Sorry, y'all. It's the beginning of the day, and it takes a few minutes for these people to get up and get going. Even though I've noticed, like, they only work till it's 10 a.m. At our time. They work till like 5 p.m. So in theory, like, they should definitely be up by now. They're lazy.
They usually start between 10 and 11 East Coast time, United States, is what I've learned.
Yeah,
I mean, some of them get there 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, but usually around 11 is when we start getting all the good numbers, or 10:30, because we're usually winding down when it starts to get heavy.
Yeah.
Please hold while I try to connect you to the voicemail for Eric Wilson. No one is available to take your...
Does anyone else, when they hear those voicemails, it just makes you laugh? Eric Wilson.
Shit.
I don't know why I always laugh at that.
It could happen.
Eric Wilson's on the line. Leave your voicemail
That's
for
my
Eric
other name.
Wilson. Yeah. Let me see if there's anyone on Twitter yet. Y'all, I signed up for this app last night. I need to make a profile called iFlirt. I saw that people were getting scammed on there, so I'm gonna try to find some.
I've been on Instagram for about a month. The scams are everywhere, so it doesn't surprise me. I mean, I get messages daily, hourly, probably, from scammers.
Yeah. I wish I got messages hourly from scammers.
Well, they're like I'll forward them to you. Obviously, they're the Instagram crypto type ones. I'm not really versed, and I don't have the patience to sit there with the long month after month bait of going back and forth through text. But
I have the patience. I'll do it.
yeah.
Not really.
No, I'll
though.
give them right to
Sometimes
you.
I lose my patience, but yesterday.
Actually, then I'd be repaying the favor. I mean, for all of the pics that you're sending me, I'll send you the pics that they send me.
There you go. Pay it forward.
Yep.
Oh, that one's down.
But yeah, there's so many of those dating apps. They're all scams, right?
I'm sure they're not all scams. I mean, I know people meet online these days, but
the apps aren't scams, but there's so many scammers on there. But is Match.com still a thing?
probably. But I think you have to pay for that one, so it's not.
I
as
don't know.
likely
I used to
that
live with
scammers
this. I used to live with like 4 people in like Lower Connecticut because it was so expensive, and the guy that that rented the house out, who lived there, he was with a different girl every single night from Match.com. I mean, it was like a revolving door in that house. from
Oh, wow.
Match.com.
I thought you had to
that
pay
was like
for that one.
maybe he paid, but he got it back. There's always a new person. I'd wake up, she'd be making breakfast.
Well, that works out good for you. You got the breakfast
Yeah, it was fine.
without the drama.
Right. I'm alone in my room all night, but hey, there's free breakfast.
I never wanted to try any of those dating apps because it's too makes me too nervous. Like to meet someone, then what if you don't like them? Then it's super awkward because you have to be like, okay, you were fine online, but I don't like you now, and I just don't want to deal with it.
Playing with goats.
Welcome to online support. This is Marvin. How can I help you? Hello? Can you hear me?
Can you hear him?
Hello?
Marvin, do you hear me? Marvin, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. How can I help you?
Listen, what's going on over here? I need the help. Can you help me or not?
Yes, about what, sir? What happened?
About the garbage problem in front of my building. Everyone's littering and they're putting their cigarette butts and needles and Big Mac wrappers. When is the garbage can going to be installed in front of my building? I pay a lot of money to live here. Go ahead, please.
You know, where did you go?
I'm calling you. I really need the help here, and they said they were going to send someone out on Thursday. It's Tuesday now. I can't be
Please
walking
don't
through
call
the
me
trash.
back, sir.
My property value is going down. There's hoodlums hanging out downstairs, sir. It will all change with a garbage can. Go ahead, please.
Please don't call him back, which in our world means let's call him back.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah, he said, please don't call me back.
I thought you were going to go. I thought you were going on that one.
Oh, sorry. No, I already talked to this one. He's still waiting for gift cards from last week. I don't think he wants to talk to you again. What's up with that?
You can't blame him.
The Text Now subscriber you were trying to...
He didn't block you, though.
Oh, it's Text Now. You sure that's not a legit place?
Right? And, well, I know it's not legit because he's waiting for his gift cards from last week that I never did give him.
Gotcha.
This probably won't answer, but we'll try it. It's a PCH. I'll leave him a voicemail. If he doesn't answer, then he'll call back. Darn, no voicemail.
Don't these people realize there's 50 people waiting to hear us talk to people?
Right? So selfish of them.
You better take the next call, because I will start with rage.
I can't take this one. They already know me. You have to do this one. You can rage at them. They were jerks to me anyway. If he answers.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, who is this?
Yeah, can we move past hello and get to the point? Can you help me? Who is this?
Yeah, you called me. Who are you?
Yeah, absolutely right. I called you. but that doesn't explain who you are. Who did I call?
You call Eric.
Larry?
Eric.
Okay, Eric, listen, I got a big situation over here. I spoke to Marvin before. I'm waiting for a garbage can, and there's all kinds of stuff on the ground. There's Milky Way wrappers. These guys don't even leave me a Milky Way. There's needles. No drugs left in the needle. I don't know what's going on here. Can you please send someone down here ASAP and fix this? Give me a garbage can.
Oh, you want me to send the people with the garbage can, right?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay,
now we're
I'm just
speaking the
sending
same
you.
curry.
Yeah,
I'm
just
sorry?
wait for 15 minutes only, okay? Just wait for 15 minutes.
Can I stay on the phone with you until they get here? Because I've gotten the runaround before. They all say, "Oh, we're on our way." That was Thursday.
No.
Today's Tuesday.
I'm just sending them right now. So don't worry.
I'm living
After
in
15
filth,
minutes,
you fuck.
yeah.
I'm living in filth. I cannot continue to live in this filth. Please tell me a garbage can will be here in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, in next 15 minutes.
Are you sure? Who's coming? Are you coming?
No, I'm not coming. My servant is coming.
Oh, your servant is coming. Does your servant like salad? Like, I don't have a lot of money to tip him. Does he like salad?
No.
I just made a
Free
nice
of cost.
salad.
Free-
Croutons and
free
ranch
of
dressing.
cost. Free
I'm sorry?
of cost. Free of cost. Don't worry.
Oh, you're going to do it for free. But can I give him some salad?
You can give them, yeah.
Okay, what about a gift card? Does he want gift cards?
You have that?
I got gift cards. I got gift cards the other day, and then all of a sudden we started talking about garbage cans, and Marvin said he could bring a garbage can. So the gift card ordeal went out the window, but I have gift cards too.
Which one?
I have Apple gift card. I have a Target gift card. Oh, I got them all. I went nuts at CVS. I cleared out that whole rack.
And what is the amount on those cards?
I mean, they would only let me buy up to $1,000 there at that particular store, but I went to 3 CVS's in that day. I probably have about $3,000 in gift cards.
Oh, CVS never allows more than $1,000, so don't.
Eric, we're going off the subject, though. We're talking about gift cards now. What about the garbage can?
I'm sending you. Stay there for 15 minutes. Let me send them.
What kind of garbage can will it be? Will it be like a metal one, or will it be like a little rubber one?
I think I should call him back from another number and tell him I have gift cards.
Yeah, I got him thinking about it, right?
Yeah, he might recognize my voice, but we'll try. Let me try. Because I talked to him last week, and I think he was waiting for gift cards last week, so he might recognize me. But let's see. Maybe not. Maybe he's talked to so many people. Maybe he won't remember. What was his name? Alex? Anybody remember what his name is?
Hello?
Yes, hello, ma'am.
Yes, miss.
I thought this was the number for Alex.
For what?
For Alex. I had owed him some money. I had gift cards for him. Did I call the wrong number?
No, you called the right number. You have gift cards?
Yeah, it was. I thought his name was Alex. I had gift cards for him.
Yes. This side Jenny, miss. I'm the senior here. Okay.
Oh, you're the senior? Oh, okay.
Yes. So which gift cards you have right now?
I got the Google Play ones.
Google Play, right?
Yeah.
How many?
I got 4.
4 Google Play cards, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, miss, you have these 4 cards right now handy with you, correct?
Yeah, but Eric or Alex, whatever his name was, told me not to give them to anyone but him.
Okay, now I'm connecting the call back to Alex, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Take, if you want to rage on him, just jump in. I'm gonna pretend like I have gift cards for a few minutes, but obviously I don't.
Yeah, just say go ahead, please.
All right. Yeah, she is getting excited, Cat. I love getting them excited and then just like making them realize that they're not getting nothing. It's so fun, isn't it?
Spoken like every girl I've ever been out with.
Alex, hello.
Alex, is that you?
Yes, miss. Yes, yes.
Oh,
I
hey,
do
this is
believe
Alice.
your call
Remember
is
me?
your call is your call is connected to my senior, right? With the Jenny, right?
Yeah, but you told me not to give the gift cards to anyone but you.
Yeah, correct. Because I'm working on the documentation. That's why they answer the call. Now you have 4 cards. In a total, you have load 500 on each, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I got them
And you
at the
have a strike
Walmart.
on. Oh, okay.
You remember me, right?
Okay.
This is Alice.
Yeah. So now what you need to do, first of all, take the card out from the cardboard and flip it back. See at the back side of the card, there should be a scratchable panel there, right?
Okay. Sir, was that your wife that answered?
Sorry?
Was that your wife that answered the phone?
No. The senior, my senior answered the call.
Oh, your senior. I thought maybe it was your
Yeah.
wife.
No, not my wife.
Your wife must be super proud of you. You're such a nice guy, and you have such a good job, and you have that sexy voice. She must be real proud of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want me to scratch each card?
Yeah, first of all, you have to scratch the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, read me the codes of that card, which is the alphanumerical numbers.
Okay. After this, everything will be good, right? I won't have any more
don't
trouble.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Because you remember I told you how much I hate being in trouble, and I hate owing people money, and I hate feeling like something's wrong.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We are going to fix everything for you. So first of all, rate me that number.
Okay. Alright, it is 9X 6DHTXKNYRLG3YR.
You need to rate me like number 9, X as in X-ray, W as in whiskey, number 6, like that. So I can written the card number exact and go slow, okay?
Oh gosh, that'll be hard to come up with words for each letter. Okay, I'll try. Number 9, like 789. M as in
Mary?
Massachusetts. M as in Massachusetts. Number 6 as in 456. Letter D as in
Dog.
damn it.
Dog, right?
Yeah, dog. What's that noise, sir? Is that you?
No.
Okay.
After that?
After that, is H as in
Henry.
Henry. T as in
Tom.
Tom. X. Oh, what's a word that starts with X? Xylophone. K as in
Kilo.
I don't know what that word means.
Okay,
K
go with the
as
next one.
in
Kite.
kite. Yeah, kite. N as in
Nancy.
never.
Mm-hmm.
Y as in what word starts with
Yellow.
Y?
Yellow.
Yellow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
R like
Romeo.
I don't know what that one means.
Mm-hmm.
R is in
Romeo.
Reggie. Like
Okay. Okay.
you got that, Reggie?
Mm-hmm.
L as in
Lima.
I don't know what that one means. Lover.
Mm-hmm.
I should have been writing all these down. I can't remember them now. Are you getting them?
Not wrong. Yeah, after L.
G as in greedy.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, like 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Y as in you.
Mm-hmm.
And G as in go ahead, please.
Man, please do
That's
not read
it,
any
right?
more letters to this guy or numbers. This is a scammer. I've been watching him. I'm in his computer. I'm in his head. I'm in his mom sometimes.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead, please.
Sir?
Please
I'm
do not
sorry?
pay this man any money. No reputable company will ever send you to get gift cards. You still
Sir?
on the line? Yeah.
Sir,
You still on the
who's
line?
this man? Is this your friend?
Ladaki may
Co-worker?
apkaswapate. Mira nam tagaw hey. Go ahead, please. No rupee for you today. No victims. I'm watching you, bitch.
Sir, are you there?
Who is this? Yeah, I'm here.
Is this
Who
your
are you?
co-worker?
Tomorrow asli nam conchi hey. What's your name, sir? Your real name.
I'm calling you back, miss, okay?
Okay.
I'll be there. I'm on your head. In your computer.
That moron still thinks he's gonna call me back. He's probably gonna check this gift card, and then when it doesn't work, he's calling me back already.
Oh, a little while.
Alright. Hello, sir?
Yes, I'm here.
Who was that man? Was that your coworker?
Alex, no, I don't know. I think what happened. I don't know what happened here.
He sounded
I
mad
think the
at
call is
you.
call.
He said you were a scammer.
Oh, I don't know who that person is. First of all, tell me, do you know how to send a picture?
Yeah, I know how to send a picture.
So send me the picture on my number, the same number in which we are connected right now, of each card. If it's a card, send me the picture. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Can you
Just send the
text
picture. Let
me
me know.
on this one so I make sure I reply to the right one?
Hey, let me send you a message. Hi.
Okay. Sir, that man was scary.
You received the message?
Yeah, I see it. Hi. That
Okay, now
man
you
was
can send me the
real
picture.
scary, don't you think?
Don't worry. Just send me the picture of each card.
Okay. Hello? Okay, he hung up.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Where'd you go?
Oh, I think we got disconnected. Send me the picture one by
Okay.
one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And then you promise
I'm right here, Kutia. Ma'am,
Yes, miss. Just send me the
please
picture
do
on
not
my
pay
number.
him any money. This is a scammer.
Did you hear him? He was like, ma'am, send me the picture. And then he hung up. Sir, could you please ask that man to stop talking? Like, he's kind of scaring me.
I don't know who is he. I think there is some problem with your cell phone. Send me the picture one by one.
Okay.
The problem's with your life, sir. The problem is not with her phone. The problem is with you. Go get a job. Go take a glass of water. Reevaluate your life.
One
Go
by
ahead,
one.
please.
Send me the picture.
Why do you scam people like this?
Sir, why do you keep saying that he's a scammer?
I don't know who is he.
Hello, sir.
Hello?
What's the point of hanging up and calling back?
Gonna clear blood.
Sir, I'm trying to do the picture. It's just when we keep getting disconnected and then you call back, it's hard to take the picture.
Take the picture right now.
Alright. Who's that man? He's scary. Could you ask him to
I don't know who is
leave
he.
us?
I don't know who is he. I don't know who is
Abkese
he.
hey. Kalmilte hey. I'll see you every day. Dadakuti me apka swagate. Why do you scam people like this?
Hey, sir, without the accent, why do you keep calling him a scammer and who are you?
Just send me the picture, ma'am. Don't listen to him.
Alright.
Yeah.
Sir, without an accent?
Sorry?
I'm trying to talk to the other sir without the accent.
Yeah, don't talk to him. Only talk to me. Just send me the picture, ma'am. Don't waste the time.
Yes, sir. Okay, there's the screenshot.
Not the screenshot. Send me a picture, miss.
I did. I sent the
Not
screenshot.
the screenshot. Picture. Send me the picture.
Okay, hold on.
Take a picture.
Let me
Yeah.
figure out how to do it. I just said it like share the screenshot and then that's how it's sent.
Send me the picture only.
Okay. Okay, let me get to the picture. And then what do you think I do? Hit the up arrow for share?
Yeah, you need to just send me the picture only.
Yeah, I'm asking you how.
Just open my message. See on the left bottom corner of your phone screen, and you can see a logo there of camera. Click on that, and then take the picture and send the picture to me.
Okay. Okay, I'm sending. Okay, I think I figured it out. Okay. I'm not used to sending pictures on this phone. I just don't send people pictures because it's kind of creepy, you know? So I'm just
Yeah,
not
just
used
send
to
me the
it.
picture and just send me the picture first.
Yes, sir. Do you work with that mean man or?
Yeah, don't worry about that. I will tell you each and everything. First, send me the picture.
Okay, then you'll tell me each and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pardon.
Okay, there's the first one. You see
And
it?
also send me and what is the denomination on the card?
I think it's 500.
Okay, now do the same thing with the second one, third one, fourth one. Okay?
Okay, let me just scratch it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you got rid of that man.
Yeah, check your time.
Thank you. You're such a nice man. So polite.
Uh,
You have any children, sir?
yes,
How many?
I have 3.
Oh, wow. 3 children. That's awesome. They must be proud of their dad. You're such
Yeah.
a nice man.
Yeah. One, third one, 8.
You are still going on with this? You are still going on with this charade, Chuthia?
He just hangs up and calls me back. Okay, you just talk when I answer, okay? Hello?
We got disconnected, I think.
Oh, okay. What does
Rak Kutia
chutia
में
mean?
आपका स्वागत है. मेरा नाम TAGOW है. Watching you
Send
all
me the
day
picture,
long,
don't listen
fucker.
to the noise.
What's a
Don't
Why are you
listen to the
chutia?
scamming
noise.
people like this? Why do you scam people like this? Go ahead, please.
Just send me the picture, miss. Don't listen to this noise.
Okay. Well, the noise is kind of scaring me. Because he keeps
You know what's
saying...
Don't
funny?
worry. Don't
You
worry.
know what's funny,
Just send me
Chuthia?
the
You keep
picture.
going on with this charade and telling her not to listen to me. You're not getting any money. I'll make sure of that.
Just send me the picture one by one, miss. Don't worry.
I cannot send you a picture. What do you want to see? A picture of my doodle dasher? My twig and berries? Is that going to make you a little excited today? You're turning Gandu on me?
Sorry, I just saw your text message. Because I was busy looking for a gift card to send him. I just Googled a picture of a Google Play card
I
and I sent it to
restarted
him.
my phone and it for some reason it just said call connected. So, but everything was blocked. I thought maybe I got hacked.
Yeah,
But
maybe
it
you got
worked.
hacked. Oh,
What up, Sir Non?
Pecan had just sent me a picture of a Dillard's card. Should I send that to him? Hey, Non. That would be funny, right? A Dillard's
I mean,
card.
that's Pecan Head is getting soft in his old age. I thought you were going to say he sent you a picture of something else. So yeah, good for him.
I've been trying to get some topless pictures of you and him, but y'all are holding out on me.
Yeah, I mean, they're hard to get these days.
Okay, let me send him. I'm gonna send him your picture, okay, Pecan Head, of the Dillard's card. I cut out the other stuff in the picture.
Oh my God, I finally caught up on some videos this morning, and I watched the Scambait Nonsense video. It was like posted like a week ago.
Oh yeah, that
You got
was
to
a
check
nice
it
one.
out. Uncle Stanley is off the hook.
Okay, let me see. No, let me call him back so I can get his reaction to the Dillard's card. Hold on.
Love you, baby.
And because he said, text me only. Oh, but then he calls me. Yes, sir. Are you there?
I'm here. You send me the picture, man.
This is real aggravating today. How come we didn't have these problems the other day with when we were talking?
I don't know what's the problem here. Just send me the picture of the second one, third one, fourth one. Just send me that first.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one has like I used like $20 on it, so it has a weird balance on it. I'm sorry. I'll get you another one for the rest of it, okay?
Yeah. Send me the picture one by one.
Okay. Okay, there's the second one.
Okay.
All right.
Which
And
card
then
is it? No, this is wrong card. You have not scratched anything, and you have sent me the different card. Which card that is?
oh, that one's the Dillard's one. Didn't you say to get one Dillard's one?
Not the Dillard, man. Only send me how many cards you have and tell me which cards you have.
I have another Google Play one and then the Olive Garden. Isn't that what you wanted?
Google Play only.
Okay, let me give you the Google Play one.
Give him any cards. He's a scammer. I'm in his phone. I'm in his head. I'm in his mother sometimes. Been watching this young man. He scams for a living. He's poor, so he thinks he's got the right to make other people poor. Well, no more. He will not make anybody poor today.
Alright, now I'm gonna just text him, no. Okay, you just talk to him. Because he's relentless.
He's so greedy.
Sir, I'm getting pissed off now. Just to be honest with you.
Don't worry. You send me the
Navak
picture.
Putia may आपका स्वागत है. मेरा नाम TAGOW है.
Sir, don't even call me back, okay? Because I'm getting pissed off at this situation.
Exactly,
why you have
ma'am.
so much
Do
drama?
not call this scammer back. He's a scumbag. This is flood life, bitch. No victims for you. Better luck next lifetime. Bye, Chuthia.
Send me the picture.
Hang up the
No,
fucking phone,
I'm done
scammer.
with you.
You've
I'm
been
done
glassed,
with
bitch.
All right. Well, I think that's I'm done with him now. Because you know, we could
I mean,
continue
it proves
this.
the point of how greedy one person can be. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got somebody on the phone. How many times did you call him? And I interrupt you guys with nonsense, and he still keeps fighting for the gift card?
I know. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Pecan Head. I shared the Dillard's card, and I'm going to keep it.
I needed people like that were that relentless when we were in the sales industry.
Yeah. Well,
Like, he doesn't take no for an answer. He would be a great closer.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to let him... Well, he'll realize real soon that The first one didn't work, and he'll give up on me. But for now, I just closed my phone thing so he can't even call me. So he can just stew on the fact that he maybe lost some gift cards today until he figures out that first one won't work. Alright, y'all. Well, it was a great day. Super fun. Thanks again to NeeP. We'll be back on Thursday with the second part of NeeP, which you don't want to miss because it's very, very interesting.
I always thought Olive Garden was like a fancy restaurant place, but I guess it's like a generic place. So I can see why Betty would say she would be insulted. And it makes sense because I was dating this girl and I said, why don't we go to Olive Garden tonight? She's like, why don't we just break up? And that's the only thing I really know about Olive Garden.
Oh, sorry. I love Olive Garden. I like to get the
I always thought it was
breadsticks.
great.
Yeah, I love the breadsticks there, and then I also love the tiramisu there, so I like Olive Garden.
And one last time, everybody sing happy birthday to Fun Guy Media.
Yeah, make sure you go buy Fun Guy and tell him happy birthday today. I'll be back in a few hours on my Twitch, so please make sure you follow me on Twitch. I'm going to just take work on some stuff for a few hours, and then hopefully we'll get a new scam, and NeeP has inspired me to focus on some investigation. So hopefully we'll get something good going this afternoon. And yeah, so y'all please follow me on Twitch, and I'll be back this afternoon, and we will be back on Thursday. Tomorrow I have to work at my real job, so I won't be streaming at all tomorrow. So, but we'll be back on Thursday with the rest of NeeP.
Cannot wait.
Yep. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Have a great day.
Love you, everybody.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye.